distance, the thin line that separates your shadows from my soul. As these walls begin to fold, head lost in the silence, cold stars illuminate the secrets on your tongue and the poison in my lungs. Every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend, your labyrinth. Blind eyes in the darkness, frail hands reaching out, sword echoes in the smoke as the doors behind me close. No cure for the madness, each turn tangled in the fear of losing sight of the slowly fading light.
Yeehaw, Chuckle Fucks. It ain't Liero. It's your boy Terrell. I bullied him off today because I honestly, desperately wanted to cast with the lovely Ben tonight. Ben, how are you?
I'm doing good. I wasn't sure if you were actually going to open with that.
Well,
but,
I did
but
it.
you did.
There you go.
So yeah, I
Balls
guess
to the walls.
never expect you not to do anything. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
But there's certain things I wouldn't do. But one thing that I will do is will tell you about where the hell you landed, because you landed again at Talent League at Season 5 at one of our lovely major games. And especially given that tonight's matchup will be between NoFear Gaming and Team Titans.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one. We don't quite know what maps these teams are going to take us to yet, but I mean, NoFear Gaming currently sitting at the bottom of the leaderboard, haven't yet been able to pick themselves up a win. They had a draw, and then the rest have been losses. So it's been less than ideal for them. Team Titans, sitting in the midfield position. They're beating teams above, just below them, losing to the teams above them, and then they've had a couple close games. I believe it was with Ignite, who is currently just below them in the standings, that they had a 1-1 draw with. So it's been an interesting season for them. They aren't, they're your classic mid-table team. Seeing them come up against each other, it will be interesting. I mean, I think you have to give the favor to Team Titans, but you never know. NoFear Gaming might come out swinging. They got nothing to really to lose at this point in the season. It's just trying to get that first win on the board for themselves.
Oh, one thing is sure, you can't always win every game, and in a league like this, there will be winners and there will be losers. So naturally, this order will happen. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's see, maybe NoFear can dig themselves out of the ditch and might even come with onto a victory. I mean, so far what I'm seeing, their matches, I mean, some of them look close, but then on other maps they completely get absolutely beaten out and destroyed. Whilst Team Titans, they, like, as you said, you have them win some, you have them lose some, but overall, I mean, this could be an interesting match, because if NoFear would actually be able to beat Team Titans, it would say, right, there is hope for us. We definitely know we can beat those teams. It's just that we basically need to get our act together and catch them off on an unlucky day.
I mean, it is interesting. You look at NoFear Gaming's draw that they played. It's the only time they've been able to take a map home. It was a 7-0. They clean swept Era Revolution on Oregon. And, I mean, Era Revolution, a team that is also currently sitting towards the lower end of the table, but they're only just below Team Titans, which means, in theory, the caliber of these teams is somewhat similar. Does mean that NoFear Gaming can come out swinging. They can catch you off guard. That was on Oregon. So Oregon is a map that you see quite often. However, the map bans have just come through to us, and NoFear Gaming actually removed Oregon themselves. So I'm not going to go down that tangent. I was going to maybe say, see, this is where we could see NoFear Gaming having a really strong Oregon game, a map you see a lot, but I'm sure you'll be relieved that there's no Oregon being played today.
Oh yeah, fuck yes, please. This is such a terrible map. Sorry, I don't care if you're good to play on, but literally, it's just as boring as it was before the rework. Get that thing straight.
Some things never change, but it means we're going to be opening up with a coastline game. So, thoughts on the coastline, perhaps?
Yeah, finally a bit more exciting, and obviously this is hopefully where the attack should shine on, really. If really you suck on that attack, then pretty much done on coastline, because defense is really, to put it the best way, is just very, very difficult. And it's really, really not easy for you, because you have to think about so much. And plus, one small mistake when you're on a defender's side, that could lead up a whole chaos from the attacking side. So really, you gotta watch out on those, especially. So the best thing is to start on the attacking side, which, quite curiously, well, I believe no, yes, I was about to say, I believe, NoFear picked up the map, so therefore Team Titans would be smart enough to pick the attack on this one.
Yeah.
Then on Cafe, we have it the other way around.
Which is
But so,
interesting.
well, interesting. I would just rather say, like, Team Titans, well, they give themselves obviously the advantage on the first one, but I don't get NoFear's idea to start Cafe with attacking first. But
it leads you to question whether they have some sort of game plan coming into this. Maybe they feel pretty comfortable on their attacks on Cafe, and it's just how they want to get things going. Maybe as a team, they just prefer attacking. It's not unheard of. So we'll have to wait and see, but it will be Coastline starting us off. Probably be seeing a couple sledge plays. I mean, I think sledge is something that we have to be seeing just across the board from both these teams, right?
Well, it should be. Because as soon as you're gonna go kitchen, as soon as you're gonna go blue sunrise, you have a great floor to work with, and great opportunity to pressure those defenders, really force them into spots they don't want to be, pick them off. There is no hiding from them, and especially Buck, seeing that he is technically the only one who can play from underneath below. Think about Hookah. That's just gonna be an absolute mess. And honestly, if one team decides to play Penthouse tonight, then you guys are fucking nuts, or you're just stuck in the past.
Well, I think we have a lovely little stats graphic, which can be thrown up onto the screen for you, highlighting the stats from the two teams that are playing tonight. Starting off with NoFear Gaming, the standout players. I mean, you're looking at this. It's been a rough season, but Salvo with that 67% cost, trying to keep his team involved. You can see Slifer, Rodak, and yes, I'm Sharky. It's been a little bit of a difficult season for them, and obviously not having a win does mean that their stats are going to look a little bit worse. But particularly those three seem to have had a rougher start to the season than their counterparts on their team.
I mean, rating by Salvo is the only one who is putting up the fight towards them. The rest is just, I would say, maybe with the exception of X3, the rest is just absolutely not be able to hang around with. You see a lot of entry devs not really getting anything on Reback, especially if you see on Rodex 1 to 10. So maybe to small tip of advice, maybe don't spam peak, or don't find yourself maybe first. But really, stuff like this completely ruins this, completely throws them back. And if you're gonna go switch on the other side for Team Titans, you see across the board, right? You got Expo, who is really, really strong in that team, who's really carrying on best. He's doing his best, but he's really one of the key players. He's putting it up. The rest, again, you have like Patata, you have Indes, who completely have absolutely rough games, just not showing up at all. And really, you need to work on and you need to focus on, right? You need to get everybody working, get everybody going. Don't find yourself in stupid positions where you can't win the fight. Just overall, be smart. Just be smart. That's all I can say.
I mean, I think you've got to give some compensation over towards Indes. He is on that hard support role in a lot of the games that they've been playing, and that does explain the weaker stats, because that's the role where your stats aren't supposed to be what people are looking for. It's more the intangibles, if you will.
Then again,
assistance you bring to your team outside of those picking up those kills.
Then again, to throw in a bit on this, even if he's on hard support, his cast should be way up, because he needs to get that plant gun and needs to guard it with his best of his life. So really, losing yourself as Heartbreach your first quite early on, no good idea. Dying after the plant, right? Plant is down, but again, you're someone supposed to be holding this one out and really guarding it. Not looking all too great. Patata, for instance, on the other hand, he plays a way more aggressive role. He plays more aggressive operators, but listen, you also need to rely on your abilities, and if you're not able to gun them down, then maybe think of switching around, because really, your fraggers, they need to be consistent and they need to perform every single time when you need them, because these are the ones really giving you the brief and space to do your shit, to do your stuff. Those are the ones who seek out an attack. On defense, I would say there is not as big of a role. Again, roaming is obviously a heavily talked topic, but still, in this case, like for attacks, your fraggers they have to be gunning, and they need to be gunning. Otherwise, I don't see much hope usually for attacks.
I think this is something that, well, I feel like this coastline game might very much lean in the favor of Team Titans. You're looking at just the stats alone, their fragging potential just seems to be way, way higher than that of their opponents in NoFear Gaming. These entry stats are kind of insane across the board. 5-1, 8-2, 5-3. I mean, it's not until you're looking at Potato and Indes where that entry stat starts to fall back a little bit, but that doesn't really matter. When you have this positive outgoing, the chance of getting that first pick is immense, especially because after that point you can slow down the round, you have control, and a trade just becomes that much more valuable because you maintain that numbers advantage. It's a massive bonus to have in Rainbow Six Siege, and if you're able to consistently pick up that advantage, it enables you just to throw that pressure right through all the rounds.
Well, very much indeed. And as we're just waiting up for the last one from Team Titans to come in to then hopefully finally start that coastline, maybe do want to point out maybe a slight sorry that we're technically starting about roughly 30 minutes too late. Apparently there has been an issue, but now we're at least able to be here and at least be able to have it played out. And well, if you were expecting Liero, I'm not sorry.
That's a little bit harsh, but fortunately wasn't able to make it tonight. So
yeah, excuse me, I have to.
By the presence of Adrian,
I have to assert my dominance in here. I'm still here around, and I'm still here the best. So
still kicking around, still giving us his time, like the gracious overlord that he is.
yeah, I'm not gonna bring too much insight, but at least I'm gonna say if you fuck up, then boy, oh boy, I'm not holding back. You're gonna get stomped.
Yeah, it's really more of a. It's just, I feel like you build up people's. You thicken the skin. You know, you just berate people until they get over it, and that doesn't work for everyone, and it's a little bit harsh a lot of the time. But it does mean that people will know if they make a mistake that you know it's a mistake. You know, you keeping people accountable is the way that I think you've described it to me before.
And if they're good, and if they're doing good players, then I'm just gonna boost their fucking egos around. Like, you might as well deserve it, because there's probably not gonna be any time you're gonna repeat that stuff. So
you, the player's messiah, you speak the truth and only the truth.
Well, you could say this, yeah. But then again, I wouldn't call myself a messiah.
What would you call yourself?
That's a good question. You're English. I mean, you know the words, not me, so.
I know the words. There we go. So, I mean, with that, we have a full lobby. I think the teams are ready.
Just waiting on the last ready, so the last hooks on the table. And then we can finally start, hopefully. And that's gonna be a little bit of a pledge to Titans. Get your fucking asses around together. I still want to be able to write a book today. Please. Come on. It's not that hard.
Adrian the author.
Yeah, Adrian the author. Can you fucking imagine this? I mean, I'm not Joe Pesci, but still. Probably every single sentence will have a swear word in it.
Is that a promise?
I would say it's not a promise, it's more of a fact.
You don't need to promise something if it's just true, I guess. Just non-stop.
Yes, yes.
At each other.
Yeah, yesterday Ben fucking got in this game and got fucking clapped by his co-moderator. Well, not pretty much sentence like this.
Yeah.
And then the
That's
dialogues. That is just huge abuse of swearing.
It's just pages of just dialogue, back-to-back dialogue of just people saying, fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you. But a bit more creative than that.
Well, think of it as like the Joe Pesci compilation of rage and fucks.
But
yeah, but no joke, like that. There's literally a video, and in this video, there is the whole, every single rage and fuck is pretty much documented. You're pretty much watching the whole movie, yeah, and just in that short clip. And I don't know what the hell's going on, but Team Titans, they're sadistic, they're masochistic. Like, why the fuck you ban Ash?
It's interesting. Ash has completely fallen off since her changes. She lost one of her explosive rounds, and she also lost. Well, she gained, I guess, more recoil on her R4C, and people have kind of dropped her like the plague. I mean, there's enough flexibility on the attacking lineup now where you can see some more interesting operators come to the forefront. And there's no longer this strong defensive meta where every team understands you win by playing that Jaeger Wamai that haunted us for so long. You now have this increased flexibility, and Wamai is going to be getting rid of as well by NoFear Gaming just to accentuate that. I mean, it's so much more interesting watching Siege at the moment, I feel like. I mean, you throw back to 6 months ago when we were still in that very set way of playing the game and everyone's understanding was the same. It did become a little bit stale. It was basically just which team does said thing the best. Now you get to see these different teams come up with their own sort of ideas, have their own takes on things. As we're seeing very early on that Mozzie pick coming through, as well as the Arunian operators had great influence since her arrival into this competitive scene.
I don't want to ruin your point of like it becomes 6 months ago the teams they all have the same set thing. It comes to can execute it better. There are some teams who just basically haven't learned shit at all. So that were pretty much clearly shown out on this one. But interestingly enough, the Mute gonna get 6-picked off to Amira by Slifer, and Sledge will be 6-picked to a Sledge. That Sledge 6-pick to Sledge will be the main game changer.
Yeah, I think it will really catch the defenders off guard because you never really know what's going to happen with that 6-pick. And so by baiting them into thinking that, you know, that Sledge onto Sledge, you just don't know if there's going to be a change-up. And we talked before about the importance of that Sledge pick on Coastline. So I think this is a beautiful tactical decision from Team Titans just to keep their lineup hidden, just to keep the defenders on their toes. But let's look at the other side of things, that Mirror pickup. Mirror on Kitchen is an interesting operator. I mean, this is the classic mirror window that we're looking at right here. Inside of the kitchen, looking down onto Service Entrance. It's as old as time. It's as old as Rainbow Six Siege itself. I mean, Mirror came out with this map, and since this map came out, way back in Year 2, Season 1, people have been playing that mirror window. Teams know how to get around it these days. I mean, let's not just go with the Twitch angle here. They can just shoot that out with that Twitch drone if they're able to, if they can get it in position. But just from above, I mean, going upstairs is such a natural progression for teams when attacking onto Kitchen that I'm sure the Sledge or the Zofia or the Yana even will be able to shoot this out through the floor in no real time at all. A lot of times you'll see teams bring this mirror window to help them hold upstairs. You didn't quite see where that second mirror window was placed, or at least I wasn't quite able to catch it, but I'm sure we'll find out in good time as they're trying to probe this site, trying to find out information on who's playing inside a kitchen. Okay, there we go. The other one is upstairs, trying to slow down the progression. We'll have to see if the attackers play into it or not.
Interestingly enough, Slifer still has the position upstairs and Blue Escape downstairs. Mate, get your ass up there. You need to get that penthouse. You have a great success. You have a great chance right there. But the longer they're gonna stay out and the longer they still gonna keep baiting, Warren is gonna find Sharky. But still, the longer it's gonna go, NoFear further gonna try to wreak havoc on them. And still,
oh. What?
Good fucking night, Explode. Good night.
Yeah, that is a good night in the chat. Thank you very much. I mean, that is a disgusting shot as Commodino is Commodino. I'm just gonna go with Commodino. I can't speak. Slifer's gonna die. Let's just move on. Slifer's dead.
Fuck, Commodino. What the fuck were you watching? What the fuck were you all watching until the last time we did something together? For fuck's sake. Please,
I
donate
couldn't read
here,
it.
donate to this channel to get fucking glasses from Golo, for fuck's sake. I can borrow you mine, I have another pair, don't worry. If you're gonna need them, but someone who's gonna need a little sleep night is gonna be El Rodoku. Making way, giving now a 2 versus 4 situation between NoFear and Team Titans as Schaffer is gonna finally breach open that wall. Giving himself a few more opportunities, 9 more, but with roughly about 30 seconds left, it's not looking good. Comodino is gonna go on to get Poveski, but HP-wise, Salvo not looking all too fresh. There's gonna be the Yana clone, but watch out on the main door, my dear friend, because you're gonna have visits soon. And Shuffle not gonna be peek on. Gonna wait on a few shots, gonna come in. Wolfie already in. The plant is gonna go down.
10 seconds remaining.
But still upstairs, NoFear Gaming. They not gonna really look at to close at the plant, but Patata gonna take out Salvo, and with that, plant is now down. Comodino, the last one for NoFear Gaming. And, oh, jumper didn't really work out. Patata misses in, but then again, Comodino fully spot and just the one spray. And he's gonna be going home.
Collapse onto site came through very well. Schaffer, I mean, I'm not really sure how the mirror didn't quite hear him coming behind, pushing up through luggage at the top of the white stairs, but it did give them that upstairs control, and I mean, they just seem kind of isolated on that defense. No one was really able to support each other to come back for these refrags. I mean, the only refrag we really saw come into effect was Rodako. I need glasses. I'm messing up everyone's name, but
Shall I send you mine over? I have a
yeah.
Can
you post me your glasses real quick so we can?
Well, not
this?
mine, but I have another pair I can send you to. Just
Oh,
give me your address afterwards. You'll get them. See it as your early Christmas or birthday or what fucking night are you gonna celebrate present?
All of them.
All of them. All of them at once. Shall I hand sign them as well with like a white marker?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. So like,
Gotta go on Twitter and be like, why the fuck this guy has like some white shit on his glasses?
it's just a white smudge on the corner of the glasses where the sign just got like smudged in post or something.
Yeah, I'll try to put Tyrell as best as I can on there.
10 seconds to go.
I'm not promising you anything, but
No
hey.
promises being made.
5
Fair.
seconds left.
All right, well, I can live with that. You know, I'll live with that.
Alright, let's see how NoFear Gaming will live with this next upcoming round. Salvo again on that C4. But looks like he might gonna find a victim, but no, he makes the decision to go away. Imagine having wall hacks. Like we do. Just
Yeah.
imagine.
I mean, it would help you win games. It does. Wall hacks are quite powerful, actually. You know, it's like being able to see people through walls is quite good. Why Lion was so hated for the longest of time. So now you don't really see people mind that much. Doesn't really get played. When it does, it's always a little bit of a throwback to the past. Salvo potentially having an angle here. He knows that there's a claymore outside. Saw the drone and got it removed from play, but no pressure really being put on him just yet. Explo looking to try and maybe send his attention downstairs, but no, he's going to go up on repel. Does leave himself a little bit vulnerable if Salvo decides to come back to that window just to take a little peek. But for now, it's safe. Patata covering from the roof, just trying to make sure that none of these rotations are coming through. Rockedo, or El Rockedo, I should say, to be polite, but Explode finally get rid of Salvo. I keep saying that Rockedo, but it's Rodako.
Alright, little spelling test. El Rodaco.
El Rodaco.
Attackers
Yes, there you
recovered
go.
the
There we
diffuser.
go, we got it.
Spelling bee contest, 1+ with Star, and ooh, Sly for losing a lot of HP. Expo is gonna finish up on this one. Giving himself another kill onto the tally. Making that a 3 versus 5. Well, there's a Banshee, but there's also smoke. Hello! Comodino with the SMG-11 is gonna put a few rounds onto Expo and make him be removed out of this round. Wowen nearly catches up. on Comodino, but so far can't fully track him. He don't have any visual anymore. And El Rodako trying to run away, trying to survive. Sploveski. Oh, that drone hole! You gotta watch out! Comodino just goes, literally dodges this one out.
Just buy some time for himself with these toxic babes, just trying to slow down this push from Hookah so he can readjust his positioning. But, well, as two of them go out, still 35 seconds now on the clock, still means he's only going to have one more for that plant denial. Although it's better to use them whilst you're alive. Obviously, when you're dead, there's not much that can be done. He's going to get pushed, though, and as I say, that Shafo pushing into side very aggressively is going to take him out and start getting that plant down. Sharky and Rodako left in the play, but oh, a lovely swing. They're going to find two in quick succession. Now, they've played this post plant out pretty well, but you still have Shufo and Wowen trying to hold it back, both approaching through billiards. They have both the rotate and the door available to themselves. Backwards positions being held by these attackers. They know that the defense are going to have to be forced to push into them. They're holding these angles. In fact, even falling further back downstairs. Maybe trying to find an angle through the floor or something, but a quick swing in by Shadow going to find the first. Looking for the second doorway. Switches to bearing 9. He's not quite going to be able to find it with the hip fire. He will. He'll see it home and Sharky will fall.
A quick spray on right there, snap on, and there you go. That's how you're gonna do it, and that's how you're gonna win your second round on attack. Team Titans doing it so effortlessly. And now it's gonna come to a point for NoFear Gaming where they have to think out something on how to stop them. They're gonna try go again hookah and billiards, but oof. Might need to have to change something, might need to get something out of the box. And speaking out of the box, Blaveski, as part Russian, I like to see what you're doing, but obviously you're gonna switch to Norwegian, which I can't relate to.
I mean, it's damn, I thought we'd see Glaz then, which would have been nice. Glaz is a fun operator, but instead bring back to that sledge. You know, they bring some real use into these 6 picks now. I'm no longer going to sledge, now trying to catch their opponent off guard a little bit, but we're finally seeing Hookah come into play. Hookah, I mean, a lot of teams will favor Hookah as their primary bomb site. And, you know, they couldn't quite close it out last time. The changes that they need to make this time around to stall out a little more time. The attack of Team Titans are doing such a good job at working together to catch these pincers. You saw Slifer at the beginning of the last round downstairs in Hookah Bar was able to be caught off pretty quickly once I believe it was Explo and I want to say the Tartar, but I could be wrong on that one. I forget who the second player was, but pushing together downstairs, just trying to clear out these roamers. They're doing such a great job at just putting NoFear on the back foot very early in these rounds. And we talked before, on paper, the entry stats for Team Titans are, well, quite insane by comparison. And it's showing out again. They're able to consistently pick up these early kills. 2 rounds in, still 4 more to go of the half. But NoFear Gaming are going to have to try and find a way to play off each other, the teamwork. But as we were saying that, Jaeger will get caught out by a loose frag grenade, which is a little bit ironic, and we'll say that every time a Jaeger ever dies to a grenade. But that, again, puts Team Titans on the front foot. They have that opening pick. Only 50 seconds in, as both Comodino and Slifer are going to take a little bit of damage each, but that Mozzie able to pick up Wowen, Yana off the table. No more Geminis. Going to help you out.
And someone else who's not going to be helping out, that's going to be Batata on the attacking side for Team Titans. The Salvo is going to be able to land the ever so needed bullet between his eyes. Blaveski trying to indulge a bit into an angle, but it's not working so far. X1 now with the Twitch drone. Let's see what he can do, as Salvo's still going to be able to sit out. I think I just saw very quickly the grenade sign flash up, but could also be wrong, but definitely Team Titans right now, not so much full of in control. They still got Sharky around. It's gonna be able to potentially ruin their attack, and still, they can't seem to get a feet close onto the side, and especially now, they are in VIP, so they have to commit to this one, but as long as Blaveski is gonna have a little standoff with Salvo, it's not gonna go anywhere. C4, it's gonna go blow up from Sharky, but it's not gonna find anything this time. Comodino is gonna watch out on that drone hole, but well, maybe we're gonna get someone from there. Disappointment.
Very different from Teen Titans this round. They just haven't been winning these gunfights. I think that's the big change up really. NoFear Gaming able to win their ones. And it's just left them in this 2 versus 4 situation. 30 seconds on the clock. Not a lot that can really be done to salvage this round. Especially when you have both Malusi and the Legion. A wonderful shot making that a double kill for Sharky. He's just continuing to contest up onto this roof. Just put the attackers at bay. And well, Shafo, maybe you could try and pick up an exit frag before the round is over. Only 10 seconds. He's not going to be able to find all 4. So he'll just maybe take a peek. Maybe try and find one before the day is over. Can't quite land his shot, so he's shooting on downwards, and well, the pistol kill coming in from the Cade. So, well, nice little 1D there. Ooh, what a shot.
Ooh, somebody has just activated Deadeye. Well, beautifully, and a beautiful way to end this round for NoFear Gaming, and finally gonna break a bit onto the streak on losing, but now it's getting a bit silly. Blavatsky onto the blitz. A
That'll be stopped
certain
with a sledge.
yeah, well, a certain man has once said, "Oh, it's like I hate when casters assume, you know, operator picks and say they don't like them." Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Turn Up, you ain't in the business anymore, so be happy. But yeah, other than that,
Defenders, protect your bombs.
the sledge is gonna get picked off again, but actually no sledge, but it's gonna be a buck this time from Blavatsky. But now thinking, seeing the kitchen, I would have now obviously hoped for the sledge, but hey.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, NoFear Gaming just won on their
Attackers have
hookah
located
site,
a bomb.
which means that they are going to either be going to one of the 2 downstairs bomb sites, that being kitchen, where we went the first round, or going over to the double bars, which some teams will do, and some teams will pull it off very successfully.
10 seconds left.
Others seem a little bit lost and confused, and some just like to avoid that
5
mess
seconds
altogether. The last remaining site is Penthouse, which, as you said before,
Attackers are moving
teams don't
to the
run
bomb.
unless they're living in a nostalgic land where it's a good site once again. And so because of that, I feel like the information available,
Attackers
Sledge
have dropped the bomb
being
diffuser.
slightly more efficient at going from vertical, the spawn peak from Salvo gonna work out, gonna be able to find Shafra, that's the Habana on the board. Not the worst case that you lose your hard breacher on this map. I mean,
Attackers have
coastline,
recovered
some teams won't even go with a hard breacher, and the fact that they've got the Habana, I feel is more just because there are sometimes some walls you want to open to give yourself some avenues, some angles which would otherwise be unavailable without that hard breach utility. Does mean that this round they're going to have to play without that availability. They'll be constrained by what is reinforced. There's a Gemini just going straight up service entrance. Will get quickly removed, but gather some information on where this Jaeger is playing as a frag grenade. Lands on the spot, but he's shifted over just slightly, going to avoid taking the brunt of that damage.
They're putting a few shots out, getting drawn out. Well, Radico not going to be able to try and escape this one out quickly, but still, he's going to be able to at least hold them off for furthermore and bait them out. Because Team Titans are very keen on trying to peek him out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a lot of damage to him in this exchange, and, well, you have Blavatsky taking that upstairs control on that buck. Has the hard breach, interestingly enough. Which
Hey,
does
Blav! Just use your shotgun and use vertical on that Jaeger, boy!
It is interesting that hasn't been done. He's watching his flanks. Maybe get someone else to come upstairs and give him some assistance. There is, I believe that's Patata on the Zofia, also up towards VIP, but... Oh, Patata's... Was it not Patata then? Was it someone else? I'm not
But
sure.
you know, Blavatsky is losing quite a lot of time and a good chunk amount of potential right there. To might get that Rodico out of there and go for that plan and service, but right now, Slifer and he's gonna have the upper edge by staying here. Expo at least gonna find Sharky, but Expo will also find Salvo cutting down further on. Blavatsky finally takes out Slifer. Comodino, on the other hand, he's gonna find Expo, but there you go. Rodico is gonna find Wowen. That's just down to very slow pace. Diffuser lays a bit on the... Oh, Nice, Comodino. Removing very gently.
Yeah, and this hole upstairs just means that Blevensky, I mean, he hasn't really been able to achieve anything, and now it's just forced his way through a doorway.
Well, with this, options are limited, and I think it's safe to say if Blevensky is not going to be able to get these 2 kills, then that's going to be a round again for NoFear. And
10 seconds left.
well, peaks are out there. It's going to get punished. The rotor code now the last few seconds. Blevensky needs to find it, but no! The Scorpion wins.
You see him swapping to the skeleton key as he approached. I really thought we might see that shotgun get used at close range, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't able to quite find that one. A really well-timed swing by Comodino on the Ella, just to try and make sure, you know, he's not going to allow any close-range engagement get the better of him, especially with that skeleton key available to Buck there. And he played it very well. It does mean that they're able to pick up these 2 rounds. That's chained them back-to-back now, which means they're going to go to this blue bar. You know, choosing that, you know, they know what they're doing. They can have a shot at it. Choosing instead not to go to that penthouse, and that's understandable. Is this a 6th pick onto the Blitz? We're seeing the Blitz come in. Please say we're seeing the Blitz come into play.
Oh my god.
You've got the Dokkaebi. So Dokkaebi can give some information from campaigns.
As many bombs as
I
they
wouldn't
can.
say anything about it if we were like 2 years back, or like Ladam was very good with it, and he was slightly a bit better. I would like, then I wouldn't have something against it, but this is just a whole different animal. Like, this dude is, I mean, you have to be committed, but you don't, but you also, on the same time, you really have to try avoid to be stupid. So
10 seconds to
I mean,
we'll see how it's work out. I mean, if this is the last resource, then
5 seconds.
might as well just try.
I'm a big fan of the Blitz. I mean, I love
Attackers are moving out
shields
to locate a bomb
just
and defuse
as a
Bomb
thing.
located by
Going for a bit of a
attackers.
swarm
Defender is
kick.
exposed.
Can't quite land that shot through the wooden bars. Now trying to hold a prone angle for when the attackers push up, and he wasn't quite quick enough on that trigger finger. Means that they're gonna not be able to catch anything. No damage dealt onto the attackers from that early play. But as I was saying, I do love shields. I've been partial to a good Blitz. But I think it's such a rough operate, like, shield just feels like paper mache at times, and, well, that rotation hole means that Blevensky will look one way, get shot in the side, removed from play. That Blitz is no longer going to be a worry. Didn't matter that the shield acts like paper mache, because, well, so does the side of his body when he's exposing it.
They're messing with my toys.
Well, this one didn't work out so well, did it?
Not really. You do have the drone team, though. You know, you got that Flores and Twitch, so you can get rid of anything.
Oh,
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Well,
canister. That smoke canister almost got him right there. Potato is gonna find Comodino in the meantime, but still. Oh, that's a hard blow.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Yikes.
that was really... That's uncomfortable, and, well, the Nitro Cell will shut down Shafo, which puts him in a really cool position. Wowan on effectively no HP. One tick from a smoke canister will kill him. One bullet from anyone in play will kill him, and Sharky, able to find both Batata as Salvo will shut down Explode, means it is down to Wowan, and they know roughly where he is. It seems like Sharky's on the prowl, and there we go. When there's blood in the water, the Sharks know where it is, and, well, he pushed on that final kill, able to close it out. 3 rounds in a row now as the tables have completely turned on Team Titans here. NoFear Gaming making their mark.
Well, a few minutes ago, I would have said, you know, Team Titans have a nice good sale, but it looks like NoFear Gaming is like hit the switch, just shook themselves out of whatever they were, and just right now hammering it full down. While Team Titans, on the other hand, their picks getting more and more quirkier and weirder, less usual. And honestly, I'm glad to see a Thatcher, but you literally bring him on the map where you probably would need him to absolutely
attackers need to locate
I
and
feel like
defuse
at
the bomb.
no situation at all.
Yeah, it's strange because I was wanting to compliment them after their first 2 rounds. Team Titans, this is in reference to. They're playing very well off of each other to pick up these early picks to get the opening kills, and it gave them this ability. It gave them the ability to find traits. When they lost a member, they were always picking someone up in exchange. And that sort of started to fall away as NoFear Gaming started being a bit more confident on their roam game, started picking up early kills.
5
I mean,
seconds
we
left
saw
before
Rodako in
insertion.
early rounds get that wall bang onto the VIP big window, but that was great. I'm talking more about just their standard holds upstairs. I mean, we saw when they were able to win on that kitchen site, the upstairs control was never attempted to be taken really by Team Titans. I mean, you can say they sent Blevsky upstairs on that buck, but you can't honestly say they attempted to take that control. It was more just having someone upstairs in the hopes that they would get to do it for free. Now you're seeing a little bit of a change in lineup. You bring Wowen on that. Well, you bring Shafo on the Thatcher. You've got Wowen on that Ace. So it's a much more kind of traditional hard breach setup. That Blackbeard coming into play. I mean, I'm not sure what the purpose of this Blackbeard's going to be. Expecting him to sit on a window or upside down a rappel somewhere. But he's pushing in very aggressively, very early, and Levensky for the second round in a row has just completely thrown his life away, as Comodino is going to be able to find out Wowen. That's your ace off the board, and Team Titans are falling apart at the seams here. There's nothing that they can really be doing correctly at the moment, as Patata, trying to make his way to the building, is taking a couple of spray shots, and well, they've lost 2 members in exchange for 70 HP.
Not looking all too good for Team Titans on this side. Bolveski, come on. You already got, let's say, 1 bullet extra to the head. But yeah, I would say more worryingly is obviously losing Wowen on this side, but still, it's not really much need of a hard breach either. So it's all down to Potato, Shafo, and Exo to try to salvage the round as best as they can. Salvo is just gonna remove Expo up on this one. And with Sharky now being down, finally, it looks to be a bit on the upswing for Team Titans, but Rodako. Yes, there is someone on the roof. You just need to find the right angle too. But as long as this is gonna go out, we're gonna see Sharky potentially just bleed out right on the spot. But no! Interestingly not. Looks like we're gonna see Patata fall.
Yeah, and let me leave Shafo in a little bit of a sticky situation, really. 1 versus 5, realistically. Sharky will be able to get picked up pretty soon. Although that damage coming in onto Salvo might be able to pick himself up a quick kill here if he's careful. Still trying to search for that kill. Watch for anyone that pickup will come through. There we go. Salvo getting caught out. 24 seconds, realistically. Nothing is going to be happening here. Salvo hitting him with the Zeds, the sleeps. He is sitting on the roof after Williams. I mean, it is coastline. What more do you expect? It's now just making sure you don't get overzealous. Just play it slow as NoFear Gaming. They've won the round already. Why give away your life in the process? He's going to go for the pistol swing. He will get shut down for that, chasing for the kill, finds another one, gets himself a triple kill before the round is over, but ultimately it means nothing. The round was never going to be able to go
Hold on. It's stat boosting, so it does mean something.
Oh, true. Stat paddings at the end of the season, it doesn't look like he was the worst part of the team. Yeah, got you.
Well, either way, surprisingly, we exactly end up with the result that I wouldn't expect, because I would have expected the other way around. 4-2 for Titans and not for NoFear Gaming. So, with that being said, NoFear Gaming now gonna go on attack. This could just turn out to be a quite easy breeze for them, but we're just gonna have to wait and see on what Titans can offer up on the defense. But then again, they're gonna start us off with hookah and billiards. So that should be producing quite an interesting round for both of them. But yeah, just a little look on the stats over on this halftime. Comodino doing quite brilliantly with 7 kills. Salvo right behind with 6, as well as Sharky. Rodako on 3. 5 round 2. They are all doing the right parts. They're doing well. If we're gonna look on Team Titan sides, Schaffer really the only one who stands out the most and stands out the most clear of them all. While the rest sort of like swims in that good free kill pool. So really, a lot of impact comes down on Schaffer, but then again, exit frags, not gonna, just there for sprucing side.
Yeah, it is interesting to see how well Schaffer has been doing despite his team not really coming out on this round. I mean, admittedly, 3 of them were in that final round. He was already in a 1 versus 5. So if they hadn't been feeding those into him, he'd be sitting on 5, maybe 6 kills if he'd been able to pick up the trade. But ultimately, you take the kills where they come and just try and see out the rounds as they get played. NoFear Gaming now on their attacks. Going for this horizontal assault, trying to take control of Penthouse. They have this Yana, which we saw a little bit in the first half. Never really got the most use out of, I feel. Especially with its strength into an Aruni. You can just drive your Gemini into the Aruni without actually wasting any forms of utility. So that's always an option available to teams if they want to do so. Otherwise, you can save that Gemini for the information gathering. But off wait and see, they've spotted out the player playing on the top of White as they're making their way in to try and pick him off. Salvo taking point on that Jackal. I mean, I'm loving this interesting variety in operators. The Nitrocell is going to go off right by Radaco. Not quite able to find him at all. The pre-place a little bit unsuccessful.
Radaco was supposed to hold the angle, but one thing that was clear is that he should have been died. X-Blow. Oh, excuse me. Oh yes, it was X-Blow. Yes, X-Blow will gonna be the responsible up on this one.
Reloading.
And as he falls, Salvo will fall as well.
I mean, that roam game completely flipped on them there. They're trying to hunt down that Mozzie. Instead, he's able to remove that Jackal, which can just continue to slow them down, losing that information.
Hold on. There's a shotgun, a Jaeger.
M870 Jaeger.
Clip that shit. What?
Patata. We're just nothing else matters now. This is the Patata show. When you bring the M870 to a game, there's something that goes with that. And I mean, I guess they realized they needed rotates. You have an Aruni, maybe you can just go and punch things, but no. This is a power play and a half coming in. He knows that there's that presence on at the balcony now. Comodino able to shut down Wowen. NoFear trying to find some retaliation here. Still 1 shy of number parity, but as they make their way through Aqua, just be a little bit careful of anyone pushing down. 90, as I say that, Explode will take out Sharky, which means that both these remaining members are going to be inside of Aqua. Tata looking for that final one. Hits one with the shotgun, hits the second shot as well. Claims the M870. The P10 Roni doing some work removing Sledge just in front of him, but there we go. We got an M870 kill. Pack up, boys. Let's go home. Nothing to see here anymore. We've seen it all.
Oh my god. It shouldn't work. It just shouldn't. But man.
But it does. And it feels so good that it did.
I'm left for words on this one.
The real question is, are we going to see it twice in a row? That Clash getting swapped off for that Rooney. Bringing it back. Oh, back to Clash. This would be nice to see. I mean, we saw what happened last time Davinsky played a shield operator. That Blitz did get caught out in the side. A little bit more spatial awareness will definitely help. But that Clash is a very powerful operator. I love a good Clash. Clash is very fun to play. You just stand there and watch people shoot at you, and they get mad, and then you tase them, doing your best Emperor Palpatine cosplay. You just slow them down and deal damage, solely wither their body and their soul, which is the more enjoyable part. Yeah, it's just good fun, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree?
But I'm not sure because maybe I've grown old, or maybe I've just grown, what's it called, sabbatical. But yeah.
5 seconds to go.
Do you say sabbatical?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a
Attacker
break?
objective is to defuse a bomb.
If you want like a sabbatical.
I don't know.
Deploying CCE.
Yeah, I think it means like a break or something like a sort of not a holiday, but like.
Well, but to be
Maybe
honest, I
take
haven't
leave.
played this game for quite a long while because the last time I did that was Kaiser, and then pretty much after we lost, I had to cast it.
Yeah.
Yep. To be fair, my lovely dear co-caster, who was at the same time observing and producing, could have helped me out, but no. So it was then the old Dan Tyrell show, and at one point I just ran out of words and ran out of topics to talk about.
Fair. I feel like you could have started a podcast almost, you know? Just
Well, please vote for me to get on the Benelux coffee time. Then I can tell you all about it. Everything towards Benelux and everything maybe involving maybe this one and maybe even involving the kill from Protocol to shuffle with that neighbor. Warren is gonna kill off. Comodino is gonna immediately punish him up on this one.
a lovely little exchange, starting with that frag grenade landing right at the feet of Sappho. But, well, that's a good way to start the round, coming in from the side of NoFear Gaming. If they now have that numbers advantage, the clash still in place. Right? It's an information tool. You know, it's going to be quite troublesome for them to deal with. They have that Thatcher whose EMPs can disable the tase on that CCE shield, which definitely hopes on closing the gap and getting a little bit closer, removing the threat of that shield. But trying to push into sight, those Zofia concussive blasts are going to be going off. A minute still in play, which means either side here can really change things up. But the first kill gonna come through. That's going very much in favor of defense team Titans. Flow will shut down Sharky.
Well, 1 out, 3 more to go. 3 versus 3 grenades are gonna get chucked in by Comodino. They partially gonna get taken by ADSs right there, but still, they need to push now. They need to somehow make it. Don't think too long. Get your ass up and use that hammer, or just leave it right there. 30 seconds left. There's not much. Right over there, opening up. But I believe he just failed to spot him. He just failed to spot Patata. Oh my goodness sake. Well, Expo at least is gonna get taken out by Slifer, but still, Patata is still there, and Patata will ruin that plan and just have to wait out on time, and that's gonna be it.
No,
Wait, what?
They ran into the Jackal and Clash walked into the sightlines of the sledge above. You just had to hide. You had to play it time. You got the diffuser. They were both, well, one of them was upstairs, one of them was in lobby. Patata sprinting around in sight, didn't realize that the Jackal was approaching from behind. He ran straight into him. That's heartbreaking for NoFear Gaming, around which, heartbreaking for Titans, around which they had basically managed to salvage thanks to Patata disrupting that plant. Kind of redeemed themselves there. Comodino not quite having the correct coverage for the plant going down, but ultimately didn't matter. They were able to save it, and they'll be able to move on from this round, now up 5-3, and this game took a little bit of a turn. The early showings were very much in favor of the Titans, but now NoFear continuing to look strong.
I mean, what's the chance of this one happening? Because I see, like, right, Comodino completely misses out on Patata at first, and Patata pretty much like, right, I now nailed this diffuse, killed the planter. There's now a really good chance they're gonna run back towards it, but they somehow manage it. What?
Also, I'm pretty sure he had the 416C in that last round, so I'm not really too sure why he wasn't using that as his weapon. I think if he'd had that weapon out, rather than reloading his pistol, maybe there's a chance he'd be able to like drop shot or just hip fire onto Salvo there, but either way, a very difficult situation to win that gunfight in that sprinting animation. Just the amount of time it takes to draw your gun compared to someone who's already sights ready, you're never favorable for that situation. Seeing that mirror come into play, though, both of these windows inside of the site, so it's just going to be a naked hold upstairs, no assisted utility. There's Explode just on his roam, looking for something early on, looking to try and find some early picks, some early aggression. be interesting to see how long these mirror windows survive inside the site. You've got Jackal and Sledge who can kind of start tearing up this floor, and well, got to be very careful that they don't run into the situation here. Vodaka are able to find an early pick, possibly, but instead it's going to be Sharky picking up Shafo. That's the mirror out of play. Her windows still very much in effect, but a lovely shot deep down onto Tata there. It's going to force him back to site as the Jackal Kings will come out revealing his location. The prone player revealed. Wowen still chilling, still just taking some damage, but still playing inside a site. Oh, sorry, it was the bandit that fell earlier, not the mirror. My misspeak. Fragment going to force him off that mirror window, just trying to find a way to play off the site. And this is early control being taken towards office side. That Sunrise Bars now fully in control of the attackers as they're burying themselves down.
By attackers.
Oh, Sal, we're trying to make an opening, but this one costs him as Blaveski's gonna flank him. And is gonna steal the show and make that kill happen. But 1 minute 30 on the clock. NoFear will have to finally start to move up on in. Either get that top floor, get with the Sledge going, or force themselves into the site. As time's ticking, he is to drop Erotica, but no! Blaveski just gonna use the spray and gonna kill, but he's gonna get immediately shut down by Shirky. But still, amazing shot from Blaveski. He takes out Erotica. Making this once again a 3 versus 3. Boy, oh boy. Looks like shots have been hitting well. As Slifer still dancing around the window. Not sure whether he just finally jump in or not, but mate, the time's ticking. You gotta have to do something. You can't just wait on there further longer.
Seconds, still waiting for this attack to come through. Vaulting in kitchen window, Slifer now putting down that diffuser, trying to hit with an impact grenade. Won't be enough. He's still alive, getting that diffuser down, disrupt him temporarily, but the coverage is coming in from his teammates. He's able to stick it with full confidence in that cover for Paul, and well, it came through very well. The first kill coming back in favor of Explode, 2 more still to find. One playing upstairs now, rotating for upstairs, using that sledgehammer to great effect, trying some vertical angles. He hears a game opened up above. He has to be careful of the Thatcher playing outside. He's just going to try and stick that diffuser. Gets very quickly shut down by Schleifer, who was hidden outside behind that half wall. Not much to do in that difficult situation. The head popping up through the window was an easy target for that of the Thatcher to shoot down.
Well, match point with that. NoFear Gaming, 6 on 3. It looks to be going very great for them. So far, Team Titans only been able to manage to get 1 defense round and 2 attacks. And, well, I don't see them gonna further... I don't see much chances for Team Titans to fight back and really try to make this one still happening for them. Because I would say it looks to be a very fair deal for NoFear Gaming, as they just have so good control on attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been difficult for Team Titans to really be able to do anything. This coverage from NoFear has been exquisite. The way they're playing around each other, just like I say, that cover support that they have for each other. When they're pushing something, they have at least 1 more member ready to back them up. Do a quick throwback to when we saw El Rodaco get that wonderful frag grenade deep into security. Wowen able to swing with that FO12 on the Ella, but Comodino was just waiting for that swing, able to pick up the exchange. These are the sort of plays that we're seeing NoFear coming up with. The Team Titans aren't able to reciprocate that. It almost looks like they've fallen apart.
5 seconds left.
Just the same communication, the same teamwork that we saw earlier is almost non-existent. And I mean, Comodino, 11 kills, he's been able to pick himself up in 9 rounds. Fantastic job by him, just helping out. But we see the return of the M870 in the pocket of Takata. I mean, I'm not sure why they're not just going with the Aruni.
That's a good question, but well, that cheeky vertical hole I haven't used for ages because frankly nobody walks over there anymore.
Yeah, but when it does, it works really well, and that's a good start. Taking out Sharky, Explode, making his mark on the round already very early on. It will slow down this attack. Removing NoFear, that's some explosives gone. Not that you have, too much explosive utility. There's Banshees to be dealt with from a range. Could be one thing, but that won't be too much hassle for the attacking lineup. Waiting for this free place, though, that's going to cause problems. Explode, picking up a double kill. They're able to shut down that Yana before any real information can be done, before too much work has been able to be achieved by this attacking lineup. And while they've already found themselves on the rough end of this round, 3 members remaining, still all 5 looking very healthy on the side of Titans, as another nitrocell, going off. This Pulse doing exquisite work in this round. Sniper finally able to be shut down by Salvo, but I feel like it's too little too late.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Well, 1 minute 20 left. Chances don't look as good, as much in favor as those for Team Titans, but still, there's still time to work around. There's still stuff they can do. They just, NoFear just needs to find 4 and 2. Mike can come right now, but Shuffle already on the flank. As soon as Salva puts a round through, they pretty much know. But here's the thing, Shuffle might even in a great spot to get a nice double kill. Commodino's still gonna keep going, but the shotgun's gonna work out for Patata. Even the knife. Salvo is out of this race. Commodino, the last one alive. Well, maybe it's time to sit back, relax, have a chat, and figure out on what to do for next round, because this doesn't look to be good, buddy.
The run out comes through, though. Doesn't give them that time to have the talk. Explode looking for his triple kill on the round and being able to win out on that rappel, dropping him. And that was a lovely comeback from Team Titans. They looked rejuvenated, they looked refreshed, and, well, quite frankly, that Pulse was so powerful in that round. 2 nitrocell kills they were able to get. That's 2 kills without taking a gunfight. That's phenomenal work. And it just shows the power of that operator when you work around it. And they did a great job supporting Blavinsky in giving them all the information they needed. But now they're going to have to take another shot at this kitchen service hold, which, quite frankly, did not go at all well for them last time around. Dropped. I mean, they brought it back to a 2 versus 1 post plant, but they never looked comfortable in the round.
We're gonna have to see if this gonna change us up with now.
Attackers need to locate and
Again,
defuse as
still
many
match
bombs
points,
as
still not close it out, but we'll see. Kitchen, it seems to be working for NoFear pretty good, so who knows? Maybe we can see NoFear Gaming finally closing out Coastline, or Team Titans are gonna put another round onto that table. But let's not forget, we're in a major. We're gonna play up until overtime if we're gonna have to get a result, but at the end of the day, we need a winner for this map, and then we're gonna move onto Cafe, and then overall, we're gonna count together who won what, and with that, results are gonna come in. But
5 seconds left before insertion.
so far, looks to be an upswing for NoFear, but it can all drastically change now from Team Titans.
Nice little prone spot, trying to check out that spawn pit. He can't quite do it, he didn't quite able to land that little sprint vault, but there we go. There was no one there anyway, but, showing us something cool, some new angle to try and just double check your approach. It does take up a little bit of time, but there are some maps that isn't, you lose a lot of time and it doesn't really seem to buy back. Anyway, Blavinsky, rocking that Blitz sports skin, gives the APAC pistol skin. I'm still annoyed they didn't give it to the shield. Like, they always make these uniforms where you get cool shield skin, like cool skins for shield operators, but no cool shield skin. Do you know what the biggest scam is, right? This is a bit of a tangent, but they did the Dark Ages bundle, and if you buy the full Dark Ages bundle, you get like this awesome shield skin for Montaigne. But if you just buy the Montaigne section of that bundle, you don't get the shield skin. Which makes no sense because it's Montaigne skin, but I digress, it just really annoys me. Yeah, it's really annoying, but Shaffo...
What else is going to be annoying?
Out. Yeah, the nitrocells, I mean...
Exactly that. Exactly that, and with that, back into the action with 1 minute 30 still on the clock. Salvo looking around, trying to find something. El Radico already lost a bit of chunky HP, but still a very slow attack from NoFear Gaming. Like, what are they doing? Where they are? I mean, one thing is for sure, Salva's gonna get taken out by a Bluvesky. And wall grenade's gonna fly in. It's not gonna be able to kill, but still, Sharky should be able to do from upstairs a vertical, but no, not gonna be able to catch him. Bluvesky nearly gets him as well. Sharky quickly on the rotate, but Bluvesky sits now in the corner. If they're gonna work it out, they might gonna be able to push Bluvesky out of this one. But nope, Erotico will fall, and Sharky won't pick it up either.
Tata was also able to heal up Shafo in the midst of that, so all the damage that was dealt to him, as he was able to escape with a slither of HP, just been completely reset, and almost if nothing's happened. I appreciate that Tata's also rocking the shotgun, but it's a good shotgun.
Either way, one thing I don't understand, like, what the hell is happening to NoFear right now? They completely lost form. They completely getting whacked by Team Titans, and
15 seconds left.
it doesn't appear to be that this was the same team a couple of rounds ago. Sharky at least gonna find a kill onto Expo, but that probably shouldn't gonna mean much. Slifer on the other hand, he's gonna be able to find Patata. They're trying to make up some chance in the last few seconds. Frost gonna go down. It's gonna be Woven, but the plant should be going on by Slifer as well if the cover is right there. It sort of like slipped through, but Bluvesky's gonna find Slifer. Woven's gonna go down, meaning 1v1 between Sharky and Shafo.
Defenders have located
This
the diffuser.
is it now. Shuffle on the defuse. He needs to hear, but that's gonna be the reinforced wall. He's gonna be able to stun. Might not gonna do it. Yes, he's gonna be caught.
Stun's insane!
Just getting in the last second right now, but still a few seconds left. He's gonna have to fight for no Shuffle. He's just gonna flank him, and he's gonna get that plant. He's gonna get the diffuser, ladies and gentlemen. On to round 12. Woo!
That was way closer than that round should have come down to. I mean, a 2 versus 5, you should never be giving them the space like that. Team Titans getting very fortunate that he was looking the wrong way in that situation. Sharky, unfortunate, played so well. I mean, the use of that concussive stun just to slow down that defuse bought himself effectively 7 seconds, in which that timer is still ticking down. That progress on the diffuser will not save, so it doesn't change anything. I mean, that is amazing to see from Sharky, just the understanding of his utility is available, like his understanding of his situation. But then he put himself in that position in bathroom trying to contest, and he couldn't quite see it through. Nonetheless, a lovely push up service.
Need to locate and defuse as
Got
many
himself a
bombs
triple
as they
kill in that
can.
round, nearly made it the quadra for the win as well, which is, you know, a little bit of a shame, but they're still on match point, and if they can close it out here, then we've forgotten, it won't matter, and they'll be able to take the game home 7-5, but we're seeing a penthouse play coming. And, well, this is a little bit interesting, especially seeing Patata still rocking that M870.
I have no clue what they're trying to do here, but
10 seconds
yeah,
left
I've
before
lost hope.
insertion.
I honestly lost hope. Because this has such fucking great potential to backfire for Team Titans in just in a few seconds, despite... I mean, it appears to be one trying to get rid of the complete wall. They're at least trying to open up another level right here, but boy, he's taking a long time.
I mean, in LATAM, I think it was Liquid who developed an attempt at holding onto Penthouse, where they set themselves a rotation into VIP. They'd still reinforce 2 of those panels, but they'd have the other one open with a deployable shield to keep them a little bit safe, give them some more flexibility, some more maneuverability. And I mean, when you lose that VIP control, it's quite hard to contest a plant behind the bed. There's quite a few spots available to the attackers, and that was always the weakness of this site. So it's something that maybe they found a fix for, or I should say a workaround, not a fix, because fix implies it will guaranteed work, but an early kill with that M870 playing inside of Vayne
Dude,
definitely
what
starts
the
them off on the
hell
right
is
foot. I
going
mean,
on?
he should not be able to make this work as consistently as he does. The frag grenade coming in is a little bit too deep. It'll do a little bit of chip damage, But ultimately, it isn't going to be the end.
Oh,
of
well,
his
hold on. He has
existence.
an ADS as well? Oh, come on, that's bullshit, but Explode's gonna find Salvo, but that'll find Rodico. The man with the shotgun, I don't know what's wrong with him. Slifer's gonna find Axel, but the pistol's gonna be able to down. Slifer and Patata, we're gonna jump for that kill, and we're gonna snack it, knife him, shoot him. Nope, knife is gonna be there. Triple kill right now. That's it, all down to Comodino, who will find Patata. He's now on a 1v3, 1 minute 20 left, and that's gonna be it. Team Titans push it to overtime.
What?
What?
What's going on? What? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really sure what to think. It's just confusing. I think that's the best way I could possibly summarize it. It's just confusing.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm speechless. I am speechless. I gotta be honest. I absolutely did not see this coming and did not thought this at all.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Like
as they can.
how?
Neither.
How?
They were 6-3.
Like, listen, we now got 8 defense wins here now. 8. No. This is coastline for fuck's sake. We're supposed to see the attackers just absolutely dominate, but no. It just looks to be the other way around.
It always seems to be the defense that are taking such great aggression to the attack. It's catching them off guard, and both teams have had this defensive style. Both teams are still caught out by it themselves. I mean, Tata, is he still rocking the M870? He's still rocking the M870, isn't he? I mean,
Oh, God.
he has 2 ADSs, 2 barbed wires, still yet to be deployed, rocking an M870. I mean, please, someone tell me how this works. I guess Hakuna Patata, like, you just do what you want. But
I mean, help me. Did their Jaeger recall change? Is that absolutely badly that you can't play him, or what?
no, it's not. I haven't seen this before.
Someone
I love it.
Someone
Don't
who
get me
likes
wrong.
shotgun in general, yes, but probably not really in most of game sense as well. Not everywhere they're good to handle, but Shafa in the meantime, he's gonna find Salvo cutting down, and Sharky losing a lot of HP right there as well on that kitchen window. Trying to peeking out, trying to make stuff work, but that's just gonna cause a lot of HP so far. Team Titans again with the upper hand. This is gonna increase as Rodico loses a lot of HP, but there you go. The Aruni of Wowen will find El Rodico, making it a 3 versus 5. Team Titans now completely on form, dismantling NoFear Gaming, but NoFear Gaming needs to fight back. They need to claw back on this one, because otherwise there's only one way and it's gonna go, and that's gonna be a victory for Team Titans.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure how Exploder is still alive. They were pre-firing down into the bathroom, but he's able to escape, and now causing just more problems downstairs. The attacker's still up on that roof, just trying to figure out where is it safe to approach from. That drone getting shot out inside a penthouse means that there's someone contesting this angle as well. I mean, it seems like they're omnipresent on this defensive side of things. It's causing NoFear Gaming so many problems. They're scared to push in, just trying to find picks from the roof, and with a minute 10, this isn't the approach you can take. They're going to have to start committing bodies to a push. And I'm expecting to take that accurate approach as they have previously, but I'm going to have to be careful of Patata, who was hugging that bomb chassis, this time playing very close to Nuke about, waiting with that shotgun for the first approach, and it's going to be Slifer getting caught out by the M870. A spectacle, to be sure, and now he's going to hug. That's the diffuser going down, and here's the drop. Is he able to take the swing? That diffuser not yet picked up by the attack. He's waiting. He's going to go for the swing. He's toying with it. Blevetsky able to find Comodino, and well, there we go. Comodino and Sharky left in the 1 versus 4. Able to find Patata, but no one else so far. And with such little HP, I doubt he's going to be able to get too much done, as we're just waiting for the inevitable assault from Team Titans.
Oh,
10 seconds
looks like
remaining.
that's gonna be it for Sharky. He just gonna save his ass a little bit. Mike gonna get a kill or two, but other than that, Team Titans win, and
Operators have run out of time.
I'm still like, how? This shouldn't, in a logic way, shouldn't happen at all. And we're just seeing it right now, completely unraveled. In round 14, Team Titans now on match point on overtime, but boy, what is going on? This is just, I don't know what to say up on this one. I mean, now Team Titans will have to go on attack, which, I mean, granted, it didn't fare them all too well. Same did for NoFear Gaming, but this gonna have to stick out. A line is being brought out, so they really want to make sure of this, but as they're now called in for a little pause, I guess they're gonna have a little tactical timeout right now, trying to get everything sorted, but still,
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
well, looks like our little Yelly was sleeping up on this one, and, well,
Attackers have discovered the location
this
of a bomb.
is gonna be tough. But then again, don't worry. As long as Team Titans are the ones that calling it, well, either way, we're just gonna have to, you know, go in a bit of a quick one there. So, no time to prep for Team
10
Titans
seconds
up
to
on
go.
this one, so they're gonna have to fight in very quickly and very blind.
5 seconds to go.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you
Triple
work
mission
here,
game.
you are one hell of an alcoholic.
What? I wonder what was he drinking? Let's find
Oh
out.
hell, I don't even know. Like, if it's, I mean, there's quite some piss beer out there in Belgium. Not gonna lie. So,
Water. Yeah. That's what they all say.
well,
Probably just downing a Steiner, but we'll have to see. I'm sure we'll find out at a later date, but this attack from Team Titans really started to mark. Interesting that they're bringing that Lion on board. We were talking about Lion earlier, how strong he used to be, and how recently it hasn't been quite so. Going with this revolver makes me think he might be running the shotgun.
what do you mean you're thinking? Pretty sure up on this point, ain't ya?
Yeah. But
I mean, we hear it.
oh, he is running the shotgun. Yeah, he's running the shotgun. He's running the shotgun.
He's running the shotgun, Blavatsky's running the hammer. Let's see to great effect or not. No, Salvo.
That's why you don't peek immediately after hammering, because they're always going to be faster on the draw, especially when you have to get rid of your hammer. You hit it and you move back. You find a new spot and come back to it later. Just keep the defense on their toes. It's not for a quick kill. Unless, if you're going to go for that, you have to have someone else waiting next to the sledge. So you pop it open the sledge, have someone else shoot down through the hole. Now, well, it's a good job he's got that shotgun, because they need someone to start ripping open this floor. I guess Patata knew all along, but he's trying to dismantle this defensive positioning. His team have been very successful in achieving control elsewhere. Still has all three of those E-1D drones at the ready, and with the cooldown they have in between them, he's going to have to start setting them off relatively soon, unless he intends to hold them for the post-plot.
Alright, now with top floor under control on Team Titan's side, it looks just to be a matter of time when they're going to be able to go get the plant, but I already see at the corner of my eye, Slifer ready to catch him, ready to make their life miserable. And Mike going to be able to dodge out that Gemini and doesn't spot as well. Oh my goodness, Wowen. This is going to hurt so much if you don't see him now. I mean, bullets are getting fired. You're gonna hear the Banshee charging up. There's even someone dropping punch as well. Slifer punches explode.
10 seconds left.
Absolutely hit in the ass. The Shepherd's gonna go down. Commodino will find Wowen. 5 versus 2. It's all down really to Patata, and that's gonna be it. He's not gonna have any much time. And ladies and
Operators,
gentlemen,
you have run out of
round
time.
15. Here we come.
So, well, one way for it to end is they're now just waiting to see. I mean, the Rudy prone next to the desk, able to get the hand to just like, it's been a weird game. And you know what? When it's a weird game, nothing's better than sending it all the way. Overtime match point, 7-7. Do or die now. NoFear Gaming on this attack. You have to see them as the underdogs in this round. I mean, the defensive side of things has been dominant all game long. Of 14 rounds, 10 have been defensive wins. With the change onto this Frost, Patata, well, he's got the Super 90 at his disposal, but maybe he'll just stick with the pocket shotgun. Who knows?
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Let's go and find out, see what's
He's
gonna
got-
happen.
He's rocking the Sten. I forget the official call out. The C8
Bomb located by attackers.
No, that's
Yeah,
fucked up.
9mm
Something.
C9, C1, which is weird. I mean, you also know it as the Sterling, do you?
The Sten. I think it's the Sten gun. Yeah.
No, it's not the Sten.
I'm pretty sure it's the Sten, isn't it?
No. Okay, if Frost would be rocking a Sten gun, yes, then it would be far less more metal, and it would be not having a pistol grip at this point, because it's literally just gonna be the folding stack.
Yeah, it's a like modern version. It's like a Sten.
No.
Sten is a family with the side chamber.
Yeah, but then
Right?
you're gonna call an FG42 to understand. Well, here's the thing. This thing is a Sterling. This thing technically has also a designation named Lancaster. But overall, it's a shit that Star Wars troopers also use.
I see
And-
what you mean.
Yeah, and the
I
latest
Googled it.
designation.
Yeah.
The latest
Stuff, yeah.
designation or something like this. L2A1, something like this. But yeah, that's bit gun history.
Still kind of like this. But yeah, that is the. They're fine.
Gathering intel.
And with that segment being over of the little gun history, let's go hopping back into NoFear versus Team Titans on that last round. Rodico is now going to be able to chuck in a few studs with no great effect. Patata already moved out. The line scan. Not going to be able to do much. Not going to be able to advance much. But still in kitchen now. Salvo, but Sharky losing a lot of HP. But Comandino will find Explode. It's going to be the last time he's going to be standing up on this map for today. As Patata, he knows the pings, he tries to shoot, he goes for the wall bangs, but nothing's gonna connect, nothing's gonna go through. Boveski now has another great holder peek through, but also gonna get watched up on there. Rodako is going to fall onto Patata. I'm losing voice. Well, fuck it. Oh, Salvo down. Salvo in a trap!
No, he falls for
In
it.
a
And that's
trap!
the lion off the
Oh.
table. The toxic babe will see him off.
Inhabiting Gemini.
Oh, this one proved to be a quite hard one, Slifer. Now the Comodino now in command of Sunrise Bar. Shuffle still upstairs. I don't know what you're holding, bro, but whatever. Patata now trying to wallbang, tries still to find out maybe Comodino. But as they're all moving now towards the kitchen, grenades are gonna roll in.
Oh,
Shuffle.
what an angle.
Just hold that angle. As soon as they jump in, you gonna have them. Just don't move up on this, away from this. Stop dancing around. You need to hold this one because Slifer has a great chance to jump in together with Comodino. This could be a great double kill for him. And this could save them up as well. But it looks like Comodino's gonna rotate around. Slifer still on that window. Just waiting on everything. Patata ready for this. Slifer's gonna go in. Shuffles will finish up the kill. One's gonna find Comodino, leaving all down to Sharky. Which means that's gonna be it. There's no chance for him to win that 1v3. Well, he's gonna get Blavatsky, but that's gonna be it. Patata will finish him off, and with an 8-7 round 15 overtime win, Team Titans just make this one out, just barely scraping onto this one.
I mean, I'm really confused about how I feel about this game because I think both teams showed some really good moments. But you look at that last round, and I mean, the use of this sledge just isn't present. They have the hammer. They can play for these verticals. There's no holes above. There's nothing just like the weakness of coastline. The reason why people say it's attacker favored is because as an attacker, you have so much influence over where defenders can sit, all the comfortable anchoring positions, all the powerful positions inside of sites that enable you to shut down plant positions, that enable you to hold angles onto the entryways. They can all be removed. They can all be made null and void by effective use of soft breach utility, by using the sledgehammers, by using your bucks, by well-placed frag grenades. It never came through. It's not a tremendously difficult task. Maybe neither of these teams have quite got the proper grasp of coastline. Maybe it's a map that neither of them really were expecting to take it to today. But honestly, I think the reason this map went as long as it did was because both teams were making these critical mistakes, which made the defense look a lot more comfortable than it should.
I mean, with that being said, we're just gonna go into a short break because we're gonna have to wipe off the sweat from our foreheads and everywhere else and just get cooled off and get ready then to hit onto cafe. But be sure to stay tuned because this is gonna be a banger up on cafe. We'll see. Maybe Team Titans will get overall a victory, or NoFear will be able to get another draw for them, marking a bit an upwards trend for them. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just in a few seconds.
your shadows from my soul as these walls begin to fall. Head lost in the silence, cold stars illuminate the secrets on your tongue and the poison in my lungs. Where every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend, your labyrinth. Blind eyes in the darkness, frail hands reaching out, sword echoes in the smoke as the doors behind me close. No cure for the madness, each turn tangled in the fear of losing sight of the slowly fading light. Where every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend, your labyrinth. Your labyrinth.
So Jalio is gonna try to support here as much as possible, and Takumo, he's gonna swing wide, he's gonna take down Poison, he's gonna make it a 4v4 for his team. Duran is gonna trade back, Takumo is gonna get two! And they're gonna figure out how they wanna push this, because they still, okay, Skies is just gonna shut me up, he's gonna get already. Skies feels like it's all up to him here, he's gonna be quiet, he's gonna get mute down here. Muta's on the floor. He's dead as well. Double kill for Skies. He's gonna get another kill. Skies, what a beautiful headshot. He's gonna get a fourth quad kill for Skies. He's just doing everything right now for Noetic. The attackers are actually crumbling right now. 3v4 for them. As Risky's gonna get another kill. Leiko from the back though with a double kill. It's so impactful. 15 seconds here. Cafu is gonna run towards the fuser. He's the one be able to get the kill on the go. Fox is gonna get a kill in 1v1 situation for the Ash. Leiko is gonna try to clutch it out for his team in order to not lose this one out. And he will be able to. Leiko is gonna get that kill. He's gonna finish up this round and they're gonna get the draw. Utility and maybe other operators, other enemy players that he's able to pick off. Mako here is also very aggressive and he's gonna make sure that he's refragging slow. He's gonna avenge his dead teammates also on 1 HP. I didn't notice that one. So two of these players are really low and Mako is gonna get a double there with the SMG 11. I don't even saw that there was a player behind that one player and he's gonna get a quad kill here. It's Shipple. What's happening? He's just running around him in circles right now. It looks like he's bulletproof and he's just gonna get an ace to close it out. I mean, what a phenomenal round from Mako. Wow, this round is, it might really make a difference here that Echo is alive. Blue is still with the Yokai drone up and the gas canister is gonna go out and Echo is gonna deny the plan. Ivana has to back off. There is no chance. Another canister is gonna down the Ivana. It's gonna kill him, man. The fuser is down on Catwalk and it's a 5v4 for the defenders all of a sudden. It's gonna deny, it's under deny now and he wants. The gas canister is gonna finish up Sledge. What even happened there? Cafu is gonna push out from the breach. He's gonna get a headshot on the top of the cash stairs and he's gonna start planting as well. Blue is gonna deny it again. There is no way this is happening right now. Blue is doing everything. They should have killed him with a nade, but they weren't able to. The Steeper close, but they won't be able to deny. They are gonna be able to man. It's a 1v2 situation for Slows here, and Blue is only on 1 HP. So it's definitely possible for him to do it for his team and really bring it back home here as he gets the first kill and he won't be able to connect in the second. Echo is gonna win it out on 1 HP. Blue just did everything for his team that he should have done and more. What was that?
Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to Town League, to Season 5, to this absolutely bonkers match between NoFear Gaming and Team Titans. I'm still Tyrell, this is still Ben, and we're still sitting through up on this one now, after going from a really long coastline. It's now time to go on to Cafe, and, well, I guess without further ado, everybody's ready. Let's just go send it off straight onto them. And let's take a deep look on how this is gonna go out. Obviously, Coastline went for Team Titans by just 1 round. But let's see if NoFear Gaming can make it to a draw or not.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game, the first map. It went quite long, and there were some interesting things coming out from both sides, which changed the tide of the game. Or I mean, Cafe is a map which plays quite differently to Coastline. So some of those innate advantages that we expected Team Titans to have, which they lost at one point, but were able to refine. The Ash ban, once again coming through.
So, no, I don't know, Hibana or Raze or Nomad or I don't know, even Blackbeard. No, but just Ash.
A Blackbeard ban is worse. A Blackbeard ban is a no ban as far as I'm concerned.
Honestly, on Cafe, you don't know on what things you can do, but Thatcher getting banned, well, we're back to the usual, so I'm already pissed off.
Yeah, you have basically one mode of being at any given time, don't you? Which is just, like, disappointed, I feel like. Whatever team seems to do, it's always the wrong thing. The Jaeger ban coming through.
That has to be a counter ban against Patata, because there's
say,
no other words on him about this one. Because they fear him with that shotgun, bro.
The real question now is that is Bandit going to be picked up by Patata?
Fuck, I know, but one thing is sure, Kate is gonna get banned, but that leaves people like open, like Mira, you got the Wamai, you got Goyo, you got Melusi open. Like, holy shit. That's crazy on defense. And on attack, access to all hard breachers. We got the Nomad Gridlock. Like, even if you want to go for that Blackbeard pick, which I highly would recommend, like, you still got him open. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is a thing where I'm gonna be honest, even if the Jaeger is banned, but with that one it's still, this is like, Pixa is just horrible to take.
Yeah, I mean, you have the flashbangs on
Attackers
that
need to
Hibana,
locate
so
and defuse bombs.
you should be able to dismantle any hold on Pixel somewhat quickly, and I think teams are going to have to recognize that. I mean, a Rooney might come into effect, where you put in a Rooney on that, on the window on minibar. Maybe that slows things down a little bit if they're throwing it from that spot. You drop one also on the double door from Cigar into Piano, and maybe that will also slow them down just that little bit more as well, but ultimately it's going to be a lot harder to hold on to that Pixel control. Instead, they're choosing to go to this basement, where the hold is less reliant on that Jaeger. It does mean you have to be a little bit more careful behind that bakery counter, as you won't have those ADSs to protect you from any flying grenades. But the magnets should be able to do a suitable job at just slowing things down should the attack choose to push from that angle. Instead, we're seeing this focus on the back side. You have that bandit, and well, part of me thought we might see Patata pick up the bandit, just because, you know, he does have that M870 at his disposal, but it was Levinsky that we saw running it back on coastline, so he'll be sticking on it here once again. Patata on that Wamai, filling up his duty on that Jaeger. I mean, it makes sense, a similar position, similar operator, but well, he's also a 2-2 and has a good gun, the MPK. MP5K, I should say, works wonders in suitable hands. Levinsky on this cheeky little vault spot that you can get onto, but Salvo will remove the Nomad from play, and what a wonderful shot, I might add, as well. There we go, nice shot coming in from Levinsky, and El Ricardo going to be leaving the lobby real quick. I'm sure that was a skins issue. He's going to be resetting those on the Nomad, and the attack here from NoFear coming in from the top floor first. I mean, they just want to try and remove any roam presence. They haven't been able to find this White Stairs player. I want to say it's Wowan, but I could be wrong, so I'm not going to commit to anything just yet. I'm going to have to wait and see, but this roam clear hasn't actually worked out for them with no Nomad on the table. It's meant that their flanks are vulnerable, and there is a player on this top floor that they're going to have to be wary of.
We're gonna Skype through. The Warren is gonna find one onto Salvo, but Slifer immediately with another knife. A man goes really up and close and personal up on those kills, but C4 is gonna come out from Expo and is gonna send Slifer into heavens. And with a bang.
Well, another quick kill coming over. They're able to find Blavinsky. Does mean Comodino and Sharky. One less member to worry about, but still 3 for them to find. All downstairs in the basement at this point, as they're just trying to check these angles, see if anyone's going to give themselves away on the vertical. But so far, the defense holding on tight, and Nitrocell going out, not really quite able to achieve much. And that's Shafo no longer having that at his disposal. I'm not sure what the hit situation with Explo is, whether he has one, but there's a drone get caught by one of those Mozzie pests, and that's a great start. No Nitrocell on that Valkyrie either. But with 26 seconds left to play, it's going to come down to these gunfights as the attack try to barrel their way into the site.
Still holding on, still not moving much. Comodino moving forward, but gonna fall instantly into Expo's hand, but he can't pick up a second one. Sharky's gonna find this one out, but still 7 seconds to work with. That's pretty much game over, and Patata will clean it up for his team.
Yeah,
Wow.
when you see that Aruni gate, the laser gate on the doorway, it's not much that you're going to be able to do, especially when you're below that 30 HP, and the timer won't allow you to get rid of it in time. You have to try and find another doorway. Difficult situation. Salvo also has left. It's going to be a rehost. Bit of a classic for Rainbow Six Siege, but I guess that's just because we weren't able to rejoin the lobby for some reason or another, and so we're gonna have to just reboot everything, get it all restarted up, try and work around it.
Well, in the meantime, you're just gonna have to see our lovely faces again, as we're pretty much just gonna try to hot fix it right here on the jelly on the spot. But well, what can we say already from that first round? Nothing much, can we?
No, interesting. The roam clear from NoFear was a little slow, and not only was it slow, it wasn't actually effective. One was able to weave past their net, and while we saw him pick up a kill on the flank, when you've already lost one member due to a skins issue, that isn't going to help when you have to try to work around it. It just makes it a lot harder to cover your flanks. You're losing your designated flank watch operator. Not only that, he's not even in the lobby anymore because he had to leave to fix his skins for future rounds. Which means that those drones aren't being manned by your one dead player. It means someone else has to be designated on it, and no one was. Ultimately, that's where it started to fall apart, and yeah, it didn't go tremendously. They were able to counter that back, pick up a couple kills. They shut down one, the knife kill obviously coming through. But they weren't able to find anything on these verticals. They were playing very well inside of sight from Team Titans, just to make sure they weren't giving themselves away. They weren't exposing any part of themselves unnecessarily. And there we go. That's the first round going in favor of Team Titans on that defense. I mean, you expect Cafe to be a defender-sided map. I feel like there was more that could be done from the side of NoFear, despite losing an early member, to try and hold on to that round for just a little bit longer.
Well, indeed, it looks like we're trying to invite the people all in to get it quickly done. Shall we hop into a very quick break or not? Well, we'll just check in right now. Looks to be, well, people are already joining the lobby, so this shouldn't take any much longer up on our side for this one, but yeah.
It's, yeah, it was interesting. I mean, the first round isn't always going to tell you what's going to happen throughout the course of a match, but Team Titans able to sneak one through, and I think that is something to keep an eye out for, is that if they aren't able to be a little more careful on their roam clear, then we could see some replications of that, where you're going to have these positions where players from the defense are going to catch you off, remove important members of your team. That's never going to really work at all. You can't have a workaround for that other than just be more rigorous on your drone clear. Make sure that your drones are watching, and you have players watching the angles that aren't being droned so that no one can sneak past. It's kind of like, you know, when you're playing a single player game, and like the one that I think back to is like Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the PS2. Bit of a throwback, don't know if people have played that. But there was this one section where you're Harry Potter and you have to sneak through the library in Diagon Alley. And like you can't get spotted. Was it in Diagon Alley? I think so. And you basically couldn't get spotted. It's kind of like that, but in Siege, where you're trying to like dodge past the drones, and as the drone, you're trying to make sure that other people are watching the angles. You basically like you don't want to give them that's like, you know, in a single player game you're supposed to escape. It's like the opposite.
I think I lost you up on this one, really.
You know Harry Potter?
Well, yes, but
It's like the game.
At the same time, no.
You know, bro. What house have you ever done the Harry Potter house? Do you know what house you are?
No.
Bruh. Have you read the books?
No.
Have you seen the films?
No.
Really?
Yes.
You've never seen or read Harry Potter?
That is correct.
Have you seen Star Wars?
Yes.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
No.
Have you read Lord of the Rings?
No.
Read The Hobbit?
Dude, I've only read like really 2 or 3 books in my life.
Jeez. Did you ever? I don't know if you have. Did you ever have like the Biff, Chip, and Kipper? But
The
when
what?
you were like 4. Biff, is it Biff, Chip, and Kipper?
Dude,
it's
just
books.
go on Wikipedia and try to find out what's it called in German, perhaps, because
Okay.
you know, like we like to, for instance, sharks is or was it Jaws? Jaws, yeah, that the movie, like we translated it to the white shark basically in German. So
It's like this. Hold on.
Attackers
It was
need
like
to
these
locate
book
and
series of
defuse
like
as many
to like
bombs as they
learn
can.
language, but I don't know if they did like German version of it. They might not have actually. Oh, that'd be a shame. It was a cornerstone of reading and learning English language.
I feel like
in
I
UK.
could make one of the best jokes for, you know, given German and what the learning book would have been, but honestly, I don't even know what to say up on this board.
But yeah, it was a classic. Do you have like a similar thing of
10
like a
seconds remaining.
what was like
Attackers have
the
located a bomb.
children's
Okay,
book
listen.
thing?
5
As a
seconds
child, I was watching the same movies as my grandfather, and my grandfather wouldn't watch anything that at least had 100 deaths. And I
That
was
explains a lot.
lots of gunfire, loads of it.
That does
Defender
explain the
exposed.
surprising amount. Oh, the
Well,
run out. Taking
I
more
could-
damage than he dealt, which isn't great for a run out.
Well, I couldn't care less. I was one of those fucking little kiddies in Call of Duty that was just screaming into his mic to all.
So you've seen Black Hawk Down?
Yes.
Banging movie. Do you know what film I want to... I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan. That film was really good. I want to see that.
That, I really advise you to do so.
Yeah. Dunkirk. was pretty good.
Yeah, Dunkirk
see
was
that
like,
one.
I watched it, it had great audio visuals, but if you're just watching it for TV speakers, it just feels flat, let's be honest.
So,
So really, for Dunkirk, for like the right experience, you need to have to watch in a real cinema or like home cinema, something really blast off your ears. Something that absolutely shits down your pants once you hear those Stukas come on.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Something that will come down will be the hatch Blavatsky there, but no one's gonna be able to drop out, so no quick kill, no sneaky kill, maybe no quick trade, but still. Parada fighting with the pistol, that only means one thing.
I mean,
Oh my
shotgun.
goodness, yes. But still, yeah, shotgun out in hand, but stim pistol as well. Comodino now already down. Sledge out of the play, pretty much. Well, he's at least gonna be able to be picked up. But there's still chance, there's still work for him to do so, but looks like not moving much of an inch as NoFear Gaming still not having the full control of top floor as they would need to.
Well, he's going to get the shotgun kill onto Sharky, so it's working out wonders for him at the moment. Still has one stim in pocket as he finds himself a double kill. That grenade's going to go off, bring him down on HP. Still, that stim yet to be expended as the whole next room's been opened up. He's going to take a little bit of swing, get caught out by an air jab. And, well, there he'll go. He'll finally fall,
Attackers recovered
but the
the bomb
damage has been
diffuser.
dealt. 2 members of this attack fallen to that French shotgun. I can't for the name of me remember what it's called. It's the only one I forget. It's the SQCQB or something? The SCQB? Anyway,
Whoa, hold on, which gun?
the French, the GIGN shotgun. It's called something S something
Bomb
CQB
located by
shotgun.
attackers.
I think.
I think it's SQ?
Yeah, I think so.
15 seconds to go.
To be fully honest, like, you was about to step.
SGCQB. Anyway,
10
You know, it
seconds to
doesn't
go.
matter. They either way gonna get bashed and onto named and targeted differently completely. But in the meantime, Salva's gonna be able now to get the plan going. Erotica needs to help him, needs to save him, but Explo now with the Deagle in hand gets removed. But trades are gonna come in, and that's gonna be for NoFear Gaming in favor.
the trade comes through. I mean, that's unfortunate. That happens sometimes, but they couldn't quite identify where that planter was early enough to deal with it. So, you know, unfortunately, that's just how it be sometimes. And, I mean, you saw Blavinsky on that smoke, playing like almost Ring Around the Rosies with the Nomad there, as they chase each other up white stairs, chase each other down the hatch, chase each other through the hole. But alas, that was where sorry, the Twitch, not the Nomad. That's where ultimately where they fell, but couldn't quite close it out from exploring that Valkyrie. Gonna have to move into the next round
Defenders,
though.
protect
That
your
does
bombs from
mean
being defused by attackers.
that they're gonna change up sites, go to the top floor, try and change things up. Work. You can always try out something new. And well, with this Maestro, first time we're seeing it come into the day. And it also means, you know what, Patata isn't going to be rocking a shotgun.
Attackers have located
I
a
mean,
bomb.
you say that he got double kill last round.
Yeah, well, I don't know how his team feels when he does those plays like this with the shotgun, but still, under any normal circumstances, I would say that's a huge risk to go in because you're very limited
5 seconds
in
left.
terms of, let's say, capabilities.
Mm.
But I mean, yeah, well,
To defuse a bomb.
I must say, like, for weird reason, like, he makes it work. And didn't help him really much on last time because although he got a double, in the end, it got very messy. And Expo looking for an easy spawn peek and quick one, but unfortunately, no one is gonna spawn from NoFear Gaming right over there.
Yeah, it does make things a little bit more difficult. You know, no early picks being conceded in a way. Well, we'll say in defense of that shotgun, he's just playing a very tight angle. And he's playing in a position where you have to push into ideal shotgunning range. They were obviously able to dismantle that positioning, which is the flaw, but you know, I like a good shotgun.
To be fair, it would be something else if somebody would use a shotgun on to attack.
He did.
Concussion ready.
Yeah, okay, Lion is something else, because Lion, back then, like, I used to have a strategy. Actually, that thing goes credit to Lua from Endpoint. Thank you for this one. Lion, you would put out the drone, and then with underneath with the shotgun, as soon as you see a ping, you just blast it through the floor.
Swapping mags.
Yeah,
Drone ready.
seems legit. Although you could just like spray with the gun.
Well, shotgun is more effective and kills more quicker. And speaking of killing quick, Camarino will do this one on Bowen.
Yeah, really getting a little bit.
Ow!
Oh, the Nitro Cell coming through, taking out Rodako.
The attackers bomb.
And that's the number of flavors. Levinsky able to find Slifer. That's going to bring the numbers back. He finds himself a double kill, a wonderful quick shot after reloading. He's left on very little HP, but he has the diffuser in his grasp, able to work his way back inside of the washroom. Fantastic play from the Bandit. The name living up to his playstyle here is that Runegate is going to get burned away. I think that was a Nitro Cell that hit the Runegate. I'm not too sure. He seemed like a Defender gadget, but he'll be shut down very quickly by the NoFear. Sharky finding his prey. It's now down to Shafo and Patata to see out this 2 versus 2. 40 seconds left on the clock. The attackers should be able to recover this diffuser. It's not too far away from where Salvo has set himself up. They're droning the site. Just trying to, well, it's actually a Mozzie drone. Just trying to see where these attackers are coming from as he's able to pick himself up yet another drone in one of his pests that's been laying down. But 20 seconds have gone and not much has happened. Nothing for the attackers to show for it at the very least. This Twitch is still on a drone trying to figure something out as well. They've just put NoFear in that doorway. They know where she's going to be coming, although they've both rotated down to White. Fallen into the angle of Shafo. Shafo waiting for them, sees the Twitch, finds the first, but the Twitch will get the better of him. He's now pushing into sight, doesn't know where Patata's playing. He's going to start putting that diffuser down. Patata just at the end of the corridor knows exactly where that is, and well,
Operators, you are out of time.
Twitch, Salvo will cancel that diffuser, save the KD. There we go. That's going to be the round going in favor of the defense. Once again, winning that bar cocktail despite not having that shield in Pixel, instead just having a very aggressive Blavinsky. So, you know, you can do it in different ways.
Well, very much indeed. And well, with that being said, Team Titans take on back the lead as they're now going to go into kitchen service again. This bomb site obviously yielded them success before, so why it shouldn't repeat itself again. But interestingly, Blaveski is gonna decide to go on the 6-pick off from the Goyo to
Bandit, probably. There we go.
Well, there you go. You've called it. The Bandit is back into play. As with the MP7
Need to locate
and a
defuse
few
bombs.
nice batteries.
And that's not too much of a surprise. We've seen him running that bandit every single round. And he's been doing a good job on it. Was it every single round? Did they run it when they were playing on the middle floor? Because he was on smoke that round. So I guess he didn't run it that round. But he's run it twice. He's run it on both the rounds they've won. So interesting little statistic there. Glebski's bandit, 100% win rate on Cafe. This match,
10
specifically.
seconds remaining.
Well,
5
Yeah.
seconds left.
who knows? Who can tell? But
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
no spawn picks so far from Expo, which is a bit of disappointing.
So usually Patata holding on to 2 of those mine magnets. He wants to wait to see if there's going to be a bakery push before he commits those magnets, and he hears the footsteps around him. He hears where they're coming from, but it looks like he's not actually playing inside a bakery. He might have found a different position where he wants to set up those magnets instead, give over that bakery and just slow them down later on. That's not where he wants to pick his fight. Doesn't want to make his stand there. All 5 members set up outside bakery, and the advantage of the bakery push, when pushing onto the bottom floor, if you're going through bakery, you don't need to clear out the roamers upstairs. It definitely helps because there's a lot of vertical angles that can be held and used against you as an attacker. You can see someone's upstairs in train. I'm sure they'll be waiting to use those vertical holes, but Petard's using his magnets instead to hold on to prep to try and slow down anything coming through there, as it's the Aruni of Warren upstairs with these angles waiting for someone to overcommit from the attack. And oh, he has an angle down onto that Habana breach, which looks like someone's going to swing into, but the timing looks away just as they go for it.
Grenade's gonna get chucked through. We're not gonna be able to hit anything. Making it a waste right on the spot. But still, 1 minute 30 to fight through for NoFear, as they have to commit themselves now for the kitchen. And as Sharky's gonna run upstairs. Slifer tries to get that player out. I think he sees his head, and there you go, Warren. Bye bye, my dear friend. As Silva's gonna drop and gonna get Expo very nicely and gently.
I'm not sure what's up with Explode typing die in the chat whenever he dies, but looks like it's going to be another member of the defense falling, as this time it's Shafo getting caught out inside of sight. And well, Rodako takes out Patata. Levinsky going to get 1 from his elevated angle, which we saw him teasing in the first round, but never really stuck to it. He's trying to find a second, but Salvo on the swing. We able to shut him down. NoFear Gaming taking the round. Been able to pick up their second win on the attack now on Cafe, which is a great start for them. Bring it to a 2-2. If they can continue this momentum, bring it to a tie at half-time, should be able to put themselves in advance where they want to take this home. But I'm sure they're looking to see it further more and try and push for a 4-2 maybe. You never know. Don't give up the pace.
It looks to be a back and forth between those teams, and well, okay. Now we've covered we've ended the wild reigns again. Patata on a Caveira.
I'm sure this will be a 6th pick off. I mean, you see Explode taking up for the Wamai.
What did you say?
He didn't. Oh my gosh, he stuck it. Fair play.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Well, I want to see an interrogation now, Patata. Otherwise, this was the biggest blunder you could have done.
And we should also note, this is a round where he's picked a shotgun, where it's actually good to pick the shotgun. The Cav shotgun
Yes.
is the primary loadout.
To be fair, I love this gigantic nail gun still.
Yeah, it's fine, but like, why would you pick it?
Just for the
10 seconds
memes.
left before insertion.
The drone didn't see what operator, just had the suppressed shot.
5
They
seconds
might
left before insertion.
know that's the Caveira. They might recognize the gun sound as it destroyed his
Attackers are moving
drone,
out to
but
locate a bomb and defuse it.
either way, Patata's hiding spot revealed. Gonna have to find a new one. And I'm expecting this time a more rigorous top floor clear to come through from the attack, especially when you suspect the possibility of a Caveira. You don't want to get caught out in your flank. But the rush coming through as Sharky blows open the door, gonna push straight into Kochek, and he's just holding this angle. This is really sneaky of him. Not committing too much. Shafo will find Radako. That's going to be the Nomad off the table. No air jabs. And that's going to really stunt their clear of this
Attackers have
roam. You
located
have
a
3
bomb.
members off of sight. But Shafo finds a second, taking out Salvo. That's the Twitch falling Sharky. Still in this position, though.
Slowly but surely, quite scared. As you see the shot's gonna come from upstairs. Blocking a bit off his way to go through as it's gonna be hold, but don't worry. Might be a chance to go through where Comodino is, but really NoFear Gaming not living up to their names. They're sitting right now a bit like some scared ass chickens in the corner or something. Not really advancing any further, but advancing into a gunfight. So Slifer will lose a hefty chunk of HP onto the side, making it not better for his team right now. Oh, you see it.
Tata, do your worst! Oh, he gets caught out by the NoFear. Sharky shuts him down. I was so excited holding with the Spaz 15 at the top of the stairs, but it wasn't to be, as now this control over White Stairs is safely in the hands of the attack. They have Slifer still alive, and that breach is opened on up. Explode holding very tight with that MP5K, sorry, as Comodino is able to take out Woe, and I'm stumbling over my words here, but 40 seconds left, able to remove this Saria gate. Gives them access through the kitchen double door. The barbed wire is on the floor, but they can get rid of that with explosive if they choose to do so. Doesn't check the close corner. The refrag can't quite come through, and in fact, he swings on the corner and is able to find 2. The refrag will come through, but ultimately, it's going to be Blesny just waiting for that NoFear to overcommit on the double door, able to secure the round and secure a kitchen hold for the defense. Well, Team Titans had a really good start and a really good finish.
Again, back and forth as these two teams goes, but right now round 6 lost the side up for this one, but boy, it is I think like here's a prime example. Like, even despite NoFear Gaming being in the bottom of the league right now, they're really showing that they're different. You know, they're capable of going up against those higher teams. You know, they got their stuff, but they're just missing always on something.
Yeah, they've struggled to find a sort of consistency, a rhythm to their games. But I don't know. Either way, we'll have to wait and see how this continues to go, because so far they are, like you say, neck and neck at every step, and it's made it such an entertaining game just for us, and I'm sure it has been for you as well at home. But I'd like to see if they can keep this up, if Team Titans are going to start to break away. They won this site last time around. It came down to that 2v2 Potato and Shafo, able to see it through. I'd like to see if that can be replicated. It was in part off of Blevesky's play on Pixel on that bandit. He's now got the smoke. They felt that there's the bandit batteries, the electric batteries, what they called shock batteries. Anyway, that they weren't really doing enough work. Explode looking for the spawn peak, not quite able to find it, but taking some damage in fact, but no headshot landing from the attackers. They're trying to get this roof control now. They want to just try and start opening up these hatches, start peeling away at this piano and open up the site, try and pry themselves in. They have the Habana, but it does mean they can be a little bit more careful about their usage of their hard breach utility. They had the potential to bring the ace instead, but no. Salvo though, finding Explode. That's the Wamai going down very early, and that's the member you don't want to lose. Those Wamai magnets are going to charge over time, and well, the possibility of no more is somewhat bleak. It means you have to rely on the 3 that have already been expended.
Either way, Shafa gonna sit down for on the Cacto. He at least now has a drone for himself, so well, let's see on where he's gonna park it to gather further more intel. But so far right now, Titans Still having the defense quite under control. Well, Shafa not going to be able to fully finesse up on this one up, but still. Boveski in that storage, he's still holding Warren despite without any shield or other defense. He still sort of like has control over that pixel, but more importantly, it's going to be the bathroom. But oh, the evil eye. They have another angle up on you, Salvo. That's going to be dangerous to pick up on this one.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a way to get rid of that soon, but the swing coming in very close from that doorway. A little bit of damage onto Salvo. He's going to lose half his HP bar. And Blaveski holding on tight with that SMG-11, able to take out the first one. As Salvo falling down. The Nitro Cell coming through on Rodako. It's a great start for Team Titans. They've completely swung the momentum in their favor as well, and able to complete that with a double kill. Make that a triple kill. He's able to keep on going, looking for the fourth down the hatch. That's going to disrupt things for him. Instead, it's going to be Shafo looking for that kill, that hip fire.
Oh,
not
no.
quite able to do it. Sharky on very low HP. 3 members to find that Toxic Babe smoke. And it's preventing some rotations through. As it starts to fade away, he's going to start to make his move, looking for a player on that bar. Taking even more damage as he goes, and it's going to finally be Blaveski with that shotgun in tow, swinging around the corner, finding that final kill, and seeing home Titans for a 4-2 half. I mean, that's not too unexpected in terms of a defense on Cafe.
Yes and no. If it would be the free trade, then I would tell you this round now, round 7 will decide the winner effectively. But now we sort of like still have everything more or less in a good manner. But still, for NoFear's side, why do I have a feeling it's just gonna come out again to an overtime? Because we might gonna see another repeat of 4 defenses, 1 and only 2 attacks. And then we all gonna go down to the last best out of 3.
With whoever started on defense winning.
Defenders, protect your bomb.
I mean,
it could be.
It well could be, but we'll see. Maybe Titans has it under control on attack and gonna be able to send NoFear Gaming nowhere, or NoFear Gaming just gonna be absolutely flawless up on this one. But one thing assured, this looks to be, I mean, this round really, this might gonna decide on where it's gonna go end up to.
Yeah, they're bringing this mute, which is the change up here, is that they're trying to slow down all these rules, slow down some information at the same time, and they have the bandit as well, which will just add to this ability to deny these main walls. The Slifer's looking for which ones he's going to be electrifying, and I imagine a lot of these shock batteries are going to go inside of Freezer, but we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe that's been muted instead. Patata changing out his shotgun, going for a sniper now as he picks up a Kali for his team, and that's really going to help, especially with Thatcher off the board and Cade gone. It just means you're going to be able to get rid of these bandit batteries. You're going to be able to get rid of these mute jammers. Oh, we've spotted out the Valkyrie camera. That should be removed from play pretty swiftly. Can't get an angle down onto them on the ground floor. Said she's going to have to back away, but this roam will cause them some problems if they don't spend time clearing it. So far, no one's gone up to contest it, but, well, Explode going to vault in, find the opening kill, take someone down on that bar. Expecting someone in coat check as well, as he's just trying to continue his aggression.
Well, another shot's gonna come, shot's gonna come through, and look at this. Camarino will find himself too. Blaveski and Patata will fall. And add Expo onto this one, thanks to the hands of Salvo. Making this one now a 4-2. For once, NoFear Gaming looking great again. Bowen.
Do they know?
Hey!
Salvo, what a shot to take out the ace. Wowen going to be licking his wounds after that one. This is all down to Shafo in the 1 versus 4. He has time to spare, but ultimately I don't think this one's looking like a very achievable outcome for Team Titans. NoFear Gaming should be feeling fairly comfortable in this one. No drones left either for the Buck to make use of. So it's going to have to rely on face-checking things, and maybe any drones that are scattered around the map. His teammates give him some information. But We'll just have to see. There's a member at the bottom of the staircase waiting on a very close angle. I believe that's Sharky on the mute. As he takes the swing, able to find the last kill, and Shafo gonna get removed from play. So, good night, Wowen. Yeah, that was a good night. That was a very nice shot from the Valkyrie.
Well, there's no denying up on this, but one thing that we're not going to be able to deny is that NoFear Gaming will now try to close up further on Team Titans. Now 3-4. It looks good. We're just going to have to see on how Bar and Cocktail will work out for them, but already seeing some interesting stuff. Not sure about the alibi, but it looks to be it's going to get 6 picked off either, and oh, Shafo, come on. Take that Amaro and just yeet yourself into one of those windows. I'll fucking dare ya.
So I have a good friend of mine that
Defenders,
trademarked to
protect your bombs from
play
being defused by
on
attackers.
Cafe. It works in the basement, which is he takes a Amaru, the hard breach gadget, and he goes in through dining window, hard breach has to freeze a hatch into blocks. Now, they're playing on the top floor, so sadly that isn't going to be doable. But I'm hoping we see something along those lines later on. But nonetheless, Tamaru, where are you expecting it to go in? I mean, you go right into sight potentially. The new balcony is a heaven. I'm so sorry. New balcony being on the other side. Heaven is a very popular position for Arunis to Aruni. I keep saying Aruni. Amaru's to fly on through, because you can reach it from quite far down. So.
I'll be honest, if you have the info on Cocktail, you might as well take Cocktail. You have a little bit of cover for yourself. But yeah, you obviously need information for this one. But I just want to see her fly into those, wreak havoc, and the rest just comes in and follows it up on this. But some already in the hand with a C4, waiting for the hatch to be open, ready to chuck that thing through. Make an explosion, but... There goes one. Looking for the second one to be open, but looks to be not so well. Well, drone's now coming out, and I think that's gonna be ruining the play. But oh, he knows that someone is on Skylight. It's gonna be Wowen, but still, he's well aware of it. C4 is gonna fly out. It's not gonna hit anything, as Wowen has already escaped it miles away. Blaveski, on the other hand, he's gonna lose a bit of HP right on this. Silence reeks. So we want to see Shafo do it. Come on. Here's the thing, he knows that someone is in that corner. So that's gonna be ruining his plan right there, so.
He needs the assistance of his team to go for it. He's still just waiting. Okay, he's sending the drone. Okay, the drone's been shot out. But the players moved out the position. Maybe this is opportunity. This drop comes in from Explode, finds one, nearly finds a second, but it gets shut down. That's the double kill coming in for the one. My, the Nitro Cell finds another double. That's Sharky doing his best, and now it's all down to Shafo, the Amaru, who's not quite been able to find the entry that they would have wanted, they would have desired. Now just trying to make their way up White Stairs instead. Maybe go for a hatch play. This could be interesting.
But if he's gonna go up there, he's almost certainly dead, so.
Do they know? That's the
I think they
question.
suspect something.
I don't think they know it's an Aruni though. An Amaru. I keep saying Aruni. I mean Amaru. 20 seconds. Please, please do it. For the love of all that is good. Sharkies.
Seconds to go.
The time is now.
10 seconds left.
Maybe they're trying to hide the Amaru pick so they can pick it next round.
5 seconds to go.
It would make sense in a way, so yeah.
Operators,
I think that might be what they're doing. If they never ended up using the gadget and it was a 6th pick, so they could be like, well, they don't know we have it. We can always try it later on.
Well, here's the thing. If I suspect is obviously right, then obviously NoFear Gaming will go on to reading and fireplace. So let's think about ways of Amaro trying to get up on it, and can definitely go onto heaven or onto cocktail and immediately take out anyone on upstairs on defense right there. But now, kind of like you need that sledge if you know which side it is. Boveski switching from the Finca to the Maverick with to Iana.
I think the Yarn are more sense of the Maverick, but the interesting one here is Slifer picking up that Frost. I mean, you've heard it time and time again why Frost has been picked up. It is the fact that she has that shield and has that shotgun while not losing the access to the SMG. Makes her play out very similarly to a smoke. You get those Frost mats instead of the Toxic Babes, which, when you weigh up, can have its advantages, can sometimes not be as good, but definitely still a worthwhile operator pickup. And a little bit of a contributing factor into why we're seeing a little bit less smoke these days. A lot of that is also just to do with other operators that have access to shotguns and feel the similar kind of remodeling of sight purposes smoke being favoured in some situations. But for now, that won't be too much of a worry. As we're just watching Slifer set up these frost mats next to the doorways. They're very sneaky. If they push through the doorways, if they're not looking down to their sides, they might walk into them, and even if they get plant down or something, they might then walk into them afterwards, which is almost even better than removing that post-plant ability. But we'll have to wait and see how they work out for him. Still has one in pocket. It'll be interesting to see where he chooses to dispense that one out. The attack here has to be focused on taking this top floor first. They have the sledge, they have the breaching charges on the Zofia, and I say that they're going to be expending one rather early, rather early, and getting these hatches open rather than getting the sledge up here. Wonder if that's the correct play or not, but we'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell, as Shafo is currently making his way around towards the eastern wall, just trying to get up on the held. I'm sure this is just to contribute to taking this top floor, as he saw someone on Heaven, saw the leg of the Wamai, I think, but wasn't able to quite capitalize on the situation.
Well, Sabo still together with El Rodaka wreaking havoc upstairs, but Shafa is gonna put an end onto Sharky, marking the entry for Team Titans as they're looking further to pursue up on upstairs, but well, you kind of like you're not allowed to lose as much time on upstairs as Patata. Not getting much speed on this. Expo doing his great work to try to remove stuff, but Shafa on the other hand, he's doing well in removing players from NoFear Gaming's side, but he doesn't have much HP either anymore, so who knows how long he's gonna be able to take up gunfights. Is Slifer gonna give me the answer to this one? Not anymore.
The answer you're looking for being he won't. Slifer now trying to make his way up white. The attackers are inside of the site. Just watching out for these angles. Able to find Bruni, swings around. Able to shut down Slifer the Frost on that white stairs. Wonderful play from Blitsky. Oh, Blitsky takes a couple shots. Isn't quite finished off. And Patata watching the angle where that Wamai is trying to slither away. Make his way to the white stairs and try and come back into the round. Going to be quickly shut down. Wonderful play by the attack. When they recognized they had that control, and wonderful bit of individual performance from Blesky. Just, you know, putting that Iana to good work, like G36C doing a lot of damage.
And with that being said, Team Titans back into the lead with 5-4. And oh boy. This, I mean, I said it before, this mic can go down all the way back to the wire, just like Coastline. But my oh my. Kitchen service now being picked obviously by NoFear, as this didn't work out for them so brilliantly, but let's see if NoFear is going to be able to close up back again to a 5-5, or if Team Titans are now going to be able to take a match point.
It will be interesting. Kitchen traditionally goes in the favor of the defense, and well, did last time around. They were able to pull back from early aggressive play that gave the attackers some early control downstairs, gave them access in towards coat check from the
10
early
seconds to
minutes of the
insertion.
round, but we will have to wait and see. They're bringing
5
back that
seconds to
mute, running the same lineup once again. I'm sure the playstyle from the attack
Attackers'
team
objective is
Titans
to
will
locate
come
a
with a
bomb
different
and
plan, though. They don't want to allow NoFear to pick up too many more rounds because, well, they need one more to put themselves on a match point, and when you get to match point, it makes it a lot easier to put the pressure on. We saw NoFear Gaming get to that match point first last time around on Coastline. Not that it really worked up in their favor. They ended up losing on overtime. The game went as long as a game of Siege can go, all 15 rounds. But we'll have to see how things change up here. The game was played quite differently, despite these two teams still being neck and neck. Hopefully that will continue as the first play will come in on Salvo, nearly down in the head. Gemini not able to quite be caught out. But there we go, able to sneak away. I don't think he took any damage in that exchange as well, which is most impressive. Able to escape down, shooting that balcony out. Good job by him, just stalling out some time. A minute gone already, and he lost nothing for it. So, great start for the defense as this attack, trying to clear out these roamers still, hasn't quite been successful in finding anyone, and once they're making their way in towards train now, trying to start. I'm sure they'll be looking for these vertical angles down into sight, trying to dislodge these defenders, sorry, I should say. The defense have adopted a more off-style strategy, going off-site play more horizontally, and this means that the vertical presence isn't going to be as powerful for the attackers. Well,
Speaking of powerful,
yeah.
C4s, ladies and gentlemen. Always there when you never need them.
Pretty much. Oh, and Slifer, well, he'll claim a second now as some overzealous play from Blevsky to get caught out, but as he pushes up downstairs, Explode waiting for that push, and he'll take it out for it. Be a little more cautious there, Slifer. There's no need to go upstairs, no need to get too aggressive. You had the 5 versus 3, now it's 5 versus 4. They're making their way down White, trying to get this garage control, trying to set themselves up to open up Freezer. They still have that Habana on the board, who will be able to help them in getting this access into Freezer. Comodino still hiding away inside a reception. This is lovely patience from him, just not to give a position away, and he'll be rewarded with a kill for it. That's Explode going down the Twitch. You did a good job earlier on as well. Gonna take out the bandit batteries. Waiting with a flashbang. Patata maybe getting ready to drop with him. The flash will force Sharky off. He's going to go onto the double window with the shotgun. Lands the first hit, but it isn't enough. The second will. That will finish off the Havana.
1 versus 4 for Patata, and that's gonna be a 0 versus 4. Sharky gonna prove that he is the king of this bang stick. And with that, 5 on 5, it keeps on going. It keeps on being a back and forth battle between those two teams. It just doesn't seem to end.
Pretty much. You know, the battle keeps on going, and 5-5. You have to say here at this point, 3 rounds have gone in favor of NoFear Gaming compared to the 1 for Team Titans since the round swap. Just seen the Montaigne get hovered, but
I mean, one thing that I do want to say already at the start, even if it doesn't go for NoFear Gaming, like, I would say they've proven that they are definitely capable of running with the midfield pack. That they are capable of doing is just like, do not underestimate them, because these guys are pretty darn close.
yeah. And what's a little bit sad almost is that they had the advantage in the coastline. They were 6-3 up. They could just never finish off these rounds when they reached that match point. If they just had a couple changes, maybe even one small tweak, they could have won one of those rounds, taken the map home. They'd be sitting in a different position here. They would have won that first map. They'd be playing for the win, not playing for a draw. But they will want to secure that draw today. They don't want to lose both of these maps, especially losing them both after them both being this close. And it's just a gut wrench to play this long, to get nothing for it, to go so far and put so much into it for no points, nothing on the scoreboard, nothing on the leaderboard other than a loss.
New camera feed.
Late Valkyrie camera there from Salvo, giving a little bit of information on these spawns.
Bomb peaks, come on. Come on, come on, yes, his shot's gonna hit. Shot force gonna pay for a bit, but no. Not gonna be able to punch him. Salvo, come on. He's still gonna tangle up with Shafro. Not looking all too good. He's now gonna see the repel. He might gonna be able to anticipate. C4's gonna fly out. Flies way too low. Not gonna be able to get a nice cheeky C4 kill, but still playing very aggressively. As he has essentially that intel. Oh, Levesky spotted him. Shots are gonna come through. But Salvo is gonna go out of there unpunished for all of his damage now.
Pinged out in the corner of the wall behind him.
Oh, never mind!
The swing from Blevesky is gonna take him down. That's his own doing. Salvo, probably not too long for this world, but quick shot. If he had held it down, maybe he would have gotten the kill. Can't quite finish his work. Wowen still up and standing, but now Rodako looking for this pick onto Wowen. Knows he's there. Swings up, looking too high. Wowen with double kill on the round. That's going to help them on this assault. 3 versus 2 now. What was that in chat? It was a potential cry for a skin. Yeah, it doesn't. Don't know if that is one they think it is, but ultimately trying to push through. Removing that shield, maybe. Not sure if someone's playing behind it. These magnets still stealing out time. A minute left for the attack to figure something out here. Slifer playing very aggressively on this chest. Might have catch him off guard.
Right now, as it stands, seeping in the time as it goes very slowly, as the dead people are having a little nice discussion in Italian about pilot skins. I don't give a shit. Like, please let us read as well. I'll have that call up again for all of the teams with Slifer. Just gonna go for a swing, and he's gonna find Patata. Patata not doing hard on Sophia at all. But still, as now the shot's gonna go, Shafo is gonna be able to find Comodino, leaving just Slifer alone to clutch up. Moen gets the plant down. The spot's gonna come through. Shots are gonna miss out, and well, 45 seconds. It's time for Slifer to make this his best work yet. Slowly creeping up, trying to see not over peak spots and wins. Shuffle down, leaving all down to Wowen, who might just be done in just 2 shots from that SMG-11. But as it gets closer and closer and closer, it doesn't look good. He's going to be able to smoke out most of it, but he eventually not going to have the time to defuse because he needs to do it now. And if Wowen did everything correct, he should just be able to pick up the kill. But what?
Oh. No, that was too close. I think they might be talking about the esport share packs, like the esport pack.
To be fully fucking honest, I don't care. If you're gonna play competitive, then just don't even put any skins on, so there's never a freaking debate. That's my tip of advice.
I would equip the team skins, because those ones are always going to be guaranteed, but anything else... The esport packs are a weird one, because it's never really been said whether they're competitively viable or not. I've heard they're not, but it comes down to the organization. That wasn't an official source.
Well,
the esport
either
pack
way,
like the black, and they're like a... I don't know how to describe them.
whatever it is, to be honest, I couldn't care less about it because, well, my opinion is pretty much clear up on this one, but still. Let's go hop in, let's go see on what Team Titans will do on this match point. As if anything told us before, there might be an overtime hitting us.
Well, Titans will want to make sure that doesn't occur, and it's kind of burden on them. But we'll have to see as they set up themselves this attack. Attacking once again onto this top floor. does mean NoFear Gaming do a good job to change things up. Last time around, they lost
Attackers are heading out to the
out their early control of Piano when Radako lost that gunfight onto Woe, and had he won that one out and he played his time maybe a little more patiently, who knows what could have happened. But that didn't happen, and they ended up losing. Salvo not going for the same sort of aggressive plays this time around. He knows that when he's against match point, the Nitrocell not quite work out. That was from the hand of Comodino, but otherwise, he's just looking to try and play it a little bit slower, going for this late Valkyrie camera on the other side, though I feel like he might have been spotted out there as... Oh,
Yeah, well, now he definitely is.
yeah, Potato knows. Although...
Cam is now destroyed. Cam now destroyed, so no much. We're going for up on this one. Blaveski on the grid lag, almost catching up to Masi off of Comodino. Both teams are
Nether drone straight up.
shaking it up. I mean, Team Titans is well aware of the Valcamps themselves, so they're not checking everything out. But they shouldn't just waste too much time up on this one. Oh, that cheeky angle, Blaveski! Taking a lot of HP in up on this one.
It's definitely hurting their timer. They're taking, they haven't been able to achieve any control so far as they're finally working their way into Piano, getting this one opened on up. Chapo taking point. The Tracer's flying right past his head from this shield as they should have to burn out these magnets. The Nitro Cell below. Sharky says hello. Picked himself up a double kill. NoFear Gaming looking very comfortable to push this one over to the overtime. 1 minute remaining to attack. 3 members left. 5 to find. Gonna be close.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Trying to spot out. Bullets gonna fly out. But now underneath, there you go. It's gonna be a kill for Expo, but a C4 kill is gonna hit as well. Slifer makes that happen, but woohoo! Salvo, just unstoppable. Potato, the last one left. And ladies and gentlemen, a deja vu occurs. We're gonna go to overtime one more time.
This is interesting. NoFear Gaming also getting the start on the defense. So you have to say that they're looking in a pretty good position to take this one home. They have to pick their site correctly now, because I don't think they've had a site which they've won both times. No, Kitchen. They won Kitchen both times. But they're going to go to Bar and Cocktail instead. The lineup coming in from the attack has Blaveski hovering that Montaigne. I imagine we'll be seeing that get changed off, as we've seen it teased, but it's never been followed through on. It will be followed through on now, though. Explode on that butt, preferring that Twitch. If they can use that drone effectively to remove these magnets, should make taking control of Pix a little bit easier. But also Montaigne as an operator. Very influential operator, very powerful when teams work well around it. One of my favorites to play. I mean, Shields, I've said it before, Shields are just a beautiful thing.
Then I'm gonna suggest you to play more often with Harry, because he pretty much can't shoot any guns, so that's why he picks shields.
Oh, that's why I picked Shields. Yeah,
Jesus fucking Christ.
I was a Clash Montaigne main at one point.
Yeah, if we ever gonna make a staff game, like, one thing is sure, like, I can't put you and Harry together.
10 seconds left.
But probably I won't be able to play it, because I will have to cast it, most likely.
Who else would we
Attackers are
want to
moving out to locate a bomb.
what you should do is get players in to cast it.
Woo!
Just
You
get some
crazy?
players in to just have a laugh.
You crazy? I mean,
Flip the script.
flip the script, dude. They're gonna go hard on me then.
As
Is
they
he
should.
playing on a controller? Yes, I fucking am!
You play
Got
C on a
problems?
controller.
Well, I physically can't use mouse and keyboard, so what do you expect? I'm not gonna bring out the steering wheel.
Man, that'd be class. That'd be so good if you brought out the steering wheel.
Well, either way, one thing for sure, maybe Potato will pack out his steering wheel and go start up his sim, but because he has been now removed out of this round. As El Rodico still having the control of that pixel salvo. I mean, this guy pretty much says like, fuck you all, and just jumps out and goes for the kill. It doesn't matter. Comodino absolutely lit as a matchstick.
By attackers.
Be able to run up on this one, exploit using that fire rate from the F2.
I mean, it's just interesting now. They're trying to get this piano control. They are down on numbers, Rodako. Man, this is so sneaky. Hidden away on the stage. It's just never really worked out for Team Titans on their attacks. Let's see how this one changes up. Just playing so patiently, waiting for them to commit well past him so he gets a free kill, as one should in this situation. Lovely lit kill and Twitch drone. That one will be seeing some ranked play for sure. As Explode able to find the first in retaliation. Salvo falling. That's the Valkyrie who's had some pretty good success in the past. As Rodako now looking to get a little bit aggressive, trying to move in on this Havana, try and pick up, take some aggression for his own. Has been spotted out there? Yep, they know he's on stage now. This is definitely something, but it doesn't even matter. He hits the headshot, starts to see it through.
Expo now trying to hold a bit this angle shot for covering his red stairs, but oh, this looks grim for Team Titans. As this one clearly favors right now NoFear Gaming. They're looking quite good on this. They just need to find the last two. Those 30 seconds and they're gonna be all through over, and that's gonna be overtime match point for them. As the bullet's gonna fly and hit. It looks as if he just was stalling time from underneath, from across.
15 seconds left.
El Rodico will find one, and he's gonna find the last. Goodbye. This means overtime match point for NoFear Gaming. Even drop shots him and hip fires. What a legend.
You gotta be a little toxic at times, otherwise you really playing the game properly.
I mean, that's why I switched to COD. Like, dude, it's like between S&D, go freaking pubs. Like, as soon as you hear everybody, you know how much profanity and shit is being thrown around. And that's the shit that hypes you up. That's the shit that gets you blood rushing. That's good. That gets you to try hard even more.
Now, as fun as that sounds, there's one crucial flaw in that idea, and it's one that I'm not really sure how to adapt to still keep that scenario true to its origin, but you'll notice you started by saying, play Call of Duty. Now, I don't know about you, but
Attackers need to locate and
I'd rather
defuse
not.
bombs.
I've got to say, playing a game filled with toxic 13-year-olds who think they're insane. I do play Siege, so I guess that isn't entirely true. It's just like Call of Duty's a bit meh. Do you know what I mean? Wouldn't you agree?
I would say it has way more action than
Bomb
some
located
of
by
these rounds
attackers.
here, so.
Yeah, of course there's more action, there's just more killing that goes on in a
remaining.
Call of Duty match, because you respawn.
Yeah, so, more
5
chance for
seconds
you to
left
show
before
how
insertion.
freaking insane you are, but
But what's more
Attackers
insane,
objective
getting
is
like
defuse a bomb.
smurfing an R6 game, or just like running around against like 10-year-olds who are like holding a controller for the first time? Like,
no,
But-
it still ruins the experience.
that's true. Basically, as long as you're beating 10-year-olds, you're probably having fun playing video games, but the first kill coming through, the Nomad shutting down Explode, or Mai falling very early on. I think at this point, his third Magnet hasn't actually come off of cooldown yet. I believe it comes off cooldown at 2:35. He died just before that mark, and even if he was alive
Bomb
at that
located
mark,
by attackers.
he wouldn't have been able to put it in a very useful position. So a little bit of a waste there, really, throwing away that one Mai. Difference between him and Jaeger. Salvo able to pick up another, make that a double kill as he's made this Maru pick work. He's in sight, the diffuser's going down, they all drop Skylight. Well, and this should be game, a 5 versus 2, as they now have full control of sight. The tables have been turned. Wowen finding a Nitrocell kill, that will take out the Nomad, but the Nomad was already on very little HP. Shafo and Wowen, both downstairs, both with staircases to climb. Commodino waiting up top of the stairs with the SMG-11 in hand. He's waiting for this Valkyrie to push. Valkyrie creeping ever so slightly up to this position. Look at that defuse time, only 17 seconds. They have to make a move. The time's basically already out. They've made absolutely no changes this round. They have 4 seconds to get on that defuse, or the round is over. There's nothing they can do. The game is won. NoFear Gaming will find the last kill and make it official. They will take home Cafe. They will make the series a draw.
Hard fought victory indeed, as the game indicates, but my oh my. We've been sitting here
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Like, as you're seeing now from stats wise, I would have thought, right, this should be an easy one towards for Titans, but NoFear Gaming, like, they were kicking, they were screaming, they were just trying to hit anything they could, and I mean, you gotta congratulate them to that draw. Despite though it might could have turned out better for them on Coastline, but still, like, it shows that they're still here, that they're still a really big threat if you don't watch out closely up on them. So really, you gotta congratulate them, but you also congratulate Team Titans as, well, they managed to secure Coastline. They did it in a very good fashion. And Cafe, well, that last round didn't went all too well for them, but still, it was great. There were two very great and amazing teams. So really, I mean, yeah, it was really a banger of a match.
It was thoroughly entertaining all the way through. I mean, that's the beauty of games that are so close. You know, they're worth the time that they take. You'd rather watch a good 8-7 followed by an 8-6. You take that over a quick 14-0, because the 14-0, ultimately, you're not going to see anything particularly interesting. Probably just going to see someone shooting away. And I mean, these rounds were so action-packed. There were so many moments in games where you can highlight them as big, impactful moments that change the fate of a map. And ultimately, that's what Siege is all about. It's about great plays, great teams playing great Siege, and that's what we got to see today. I mean, these teams, NoFear, they're still at the bottom of the table, but they picked up another draw. This is a great start for them, showing that they can put up a good fight against these mid-table teams. It's not about jumping from bottom to the top. It's about making your way up the standings. And I mean, this is the first step on that track. They've now shown they can hang with the people above them, and they can just start plowing through the games now. This is just all about looking forwards, looking upwards. They did a great showing, and they just look a lot better than their previous outing. I mean, Titans Gaming, I'm not even saying, congratulations to them as well. They also secured the draw, brought it to an 8-7 on Coastline, and looked very solid in the rounds. They did well. A couple slips and judgment is really what separated them from being able to take this all the way home. They were very close, and they had the opportunity to do so. They were at match point at one point. So you have to say both these teams did a great job today, and it came out with a draw, which I think is a very fair result looking at the games being played. They played so well against each other, such a treasure, such a pleasure to watch.
Now, to be fair, they might gonna be a little bit disheartened as it doesn't reward them as much. You obviously could say, but one thing that I can say that, and that's gonna be to thank Howling Media for sponsoring this season of Town League. If you are looking to branch out yourself, if you are a streamer, maybe even an orgless team, or even an org on its own, whatnot, if you're gonna need some work to get yourself presented, get yourself going out there, get yourself known, then these guys can set you up really with the right tools. Please go check them out, as I believe every one of us could maybe use them, as these are professionals who work for their money. And I'm gonna tell you, it really makes a difference once you present their product instead of whatever the hell you're just gonna try to create on your own. So your first impression is the most important one, so they can make sure that your first impression will be lasting and it's gonna be a good for. But with that being said, now since I already kicked off Liero, I need to find another new caster. Always see who's gonna cover. So maybe if you're the next potential caster, or perhaps even observer, producer, or just staff member, then please go join us here on the Discord. Go to staff applications, fill out the form, and we'll be taking care of you. It doesn't matter whether you're just completely new to the business, have some sort of experience, or you're just a complete seasoned veteran. everybody here is welcome. You can all have a go at it. And if you're obviously completely new and if you need help, we're always here to help you. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how you came, right? You just pretty much applied and that's how you ended up.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
mean,
much.
it took about 4 weeks until we finally got you on because,
Yeah, it was cursed.
yeah, it was completely cursed, but
It
still,
was cursed.
we
But
got you on.
That is the
We got
process.
you on. Took some time, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave you the last words. I'm tired.
Yeah. If you want to do that, start off applications in the Discord and have a good evening.